Need some water. Some water. Water. Okay, and I forgot to. All right, put the bottle over here. And put live chat. Yeah, I got a couple of contacts already. Wow, nice. This is nice. Very nice. I'll show you a couple of contacts I already got. So as you can see, the red means contact. Of course, this guy went on a few times because I was busy with another contact, and then he came through. So I got two contacts. I just turned on like not even 5 minutes, and I had two contacts already. Oh, sorry about. Oh man, I keep bumping my microphone. Okay, let me move it over here. Sorry. So exciting. So yeah, so I got one from. Let me go to my logbook. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Yeah, I'm back. So now I got another contact. I just got another one. Hey, 3 contacts already. Wow. I'm trying to rack up states. So I got one from. Let me see. Louisiana, Slidell. He's from Slidell, Louisiana. Charles Stewart. So I just contacted Charles. And now there's another one. So let me, I got to log this one now. I'm busy now. I'm like, bing, 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 bing. See, it's exciting for a newbie like me. It's exciting. Because I'm trying to get all 50 states on 10 meters FTA. So, it's exciting for me. I know some of you older guys, you're not doing voice. Nah, I want to get my digital stuff on this band. This is something I can do. Yeah. So anyway, that's one of my contacts right there. I don't want to keep it on too long. So, look at that. Wow. So anyway, he just contacted me. So right now I gotta log this guy. So let me log this guy while I'm talking to you. I know I'm crooked, but I have to use this mouse for here. So I got two mice. So let me go over here and type this information over here on my QRZ. So it's K5 unicorn or uniform, whatever unicorn. HF, right? Oh my god. Oh, UHF. That's cool. K5 UHF. Yeah, K5 UHF. That's a cool call sign. K5 UHF. Okay, now I got to move this mouse over here. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. So he's from Texas. I got a lot of Texas. A lot of people from Texas. A lot of hams in Texas. I gotta say, it's a lot. Okay, this thing is crooked. A lot of hams are from Texas, man. I think Texas got the most hams, most radio operators. By far, I have a lot of Texas. So signal report minus. I'm typing over the keyboard because I'm. Oh my god, Danny, relax. You're so excited. And band scanning is good, Theo. Minus 19. I'm just doing it. I'm doing my log. I'll show you. This is what I'm doing right now. So I'll show you. So right now, I'm in contact with this guy, right? So this, of course, pops up. So I'm putting that info in here. So I'm logging that on QRZ. Of course, this, when you click on OK, it sends it to a file. It's called an ADIF file. That file is gonna have all your contacts you ever did on this software. On this software, it's gonna have all your contacts for that. WSJTX. Any contact you make there is gonna save it on a file called it has an extension ADIF, something like that. So now when I send this one here, I'm gonna click on this one, say okay, and then so yeah, I'm doing both. Because I only have one screen here. I don't like to go double. So I'm going this one, and I can see why you need two screens if you're doing digital and stuff like that. Or not even digital, just two screens in general. I think you should have. So Theo, what's going on, Theo? How's it going? Good to see you here. Yeah, I was on earlier. I went to pick up my son. He's eating his snack right now. He's good. So now I'm back. I'm gonna be back for a couple of hours or so. Okay, so I got everything here. So now I'm gonna click on save record. Let me double check. I don't want to mess this up. Okay. Save record, and that's it. So that one is on QRZ. Okay, so now I go back over here. And now, of course, the mouse is for this one. Now I'm gonna click on OK. Okay, that one is done. So that contact is saved on my software. Because that contact, I don't have it set up yet, but there's one called Log of the World, LOTW. That one I haven't set up software yet. That one's gonna connect to that software, and it's supposed to send that. That's another logging. It's a website. It's run by the ARRL, and that's another website that people tend to do a lot of logging software. So I'm gonna start using that one too. Right now, I'm using QRZ only as my main logging software. I know I should use others. There's a whole bunch of them, but I feel like QRZ is one of the biggest. The LOTW is pretty big too. But that one is more convoluted. I noticed. They had to actually send me a postcard to verify who I am. They give you a number. You on the postcard, you have to put that in. It's a convoluted process because they're trying to authenticate. They want to know that you are who you are before they. It's a whole thing about it. Of course, some people use good old fashioned pen and paper. That's nice, but I want to have some online because they do give you like awards. Like USA gives you awards. LOTW gives you awards. I also have EQSL.cc. That one also gives you awards. And you get an award, you could print it out. It's like like a certificate. You could also have put on your profile or whatever. People like these awards thing. I'm not really big into it, but I can see why people would like it. Because I want to show people that even with a technician license, right? You can still do stuff. You're not limited to repeaters. You understand? So right now this is 10 meters. Of course, I could do voice. I could do 10-meter voice, but I'm doing digital. But I could do voice. I have, I can. There's frequent. It's enough of the frequency that I could do 10-meter voice. And like Sunday. Sunday was nice. Sunday was good. I could turn it on right now. I could hear people. If conditions are good, you could listen. You could talk at 10 meters and all that. So I want to show people that when you get your amateur license, especially not. I know you're in Canada, so it's different over there. But I'm talking about for the U.S. You get your technician's license. There's a lot you can do with your technician's license. And don't think that, that's the first thing I got was the first remarks were, okay, now get off the repeater and go get your general and go to HF. No, this is HF. It's 10 meters, but it's still HF. So don't think it's not HF. This is 10 meters is HF. Okay. HF is up to 30 megahertz. That is HF. That's the limit of HF. So this is 28074. This is HF. Like CB band is HF. Of course, that's CB band, but it falls within that. Okay. And of course, with that one, I'm using the Zygu. Zygu is connected to that. And all right. Oh, so let me start. Let me go back again. Let me enable and broadcasting. And okay. So I got 3 contacts since I just came on. Like 15. Well, I just turned that on right before I came. So I got about 13 minutes. I got 3 contacts. Hello, El Conquistador. I'm going to try to get my tech license here in a bit. I'm new to the channel. Oh, cool. And thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. And welcome. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm a tech. I just got my tech license in September. Of course, I didn't do anything until last month because I just got, the Zygu. So right now I'm doing FTA on 10 meters, what you can do as a tech. Okay, so that's when you hear that, that's FTA. And when you hear go, just, oh no, it's not hard. Let me pause this. I'll show you what I did. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna show you what I did. I used 2. I really use 3 sources, but I'm gonna mention all 3. I don't have the book here. Do I have the book here? I bought a book, but I didn't read it much. I didn't need to. The way I did it is I downloaded the app. Let me show you the app. First, let me I'll show you the app. Just give me a minute. Copyright claim? YouTube already sent me a copyright claim, I guess, my last video. I think that's the HF, the HD radio part. Anyway, I use hamradio prep. It's loading right now. I use this software, this app. I paid for. I forgot how much I paid for it. Good app. This is a great app. They have, I think, also the website. Anyway, hamradio prep is pretty good. I use hamradio prep and because hamradio prep, I'll show you. If I put let's start. Right now, mine is 0 because I reset my phone. I reset my phone. So this is but mine would I had everything. I was passing. So you guys modules you have to go through, and then of course you could take the practice exam. Of course, I passed it. This is old. I mean, this is I don't right now. I'm doing general. I'm studying for the general, so this is gonna be 0. If I go to general, this is where I'm at right now. You see, I'm still. No, I don't care about that. Anyway, no. This is this app, I paid for it. So, you could buy the, when they have I paid for it. And the website, if you go on Twitter, you put ham radio prep, you go to the website, they have a lot of people, when they pass the test, they show their picture a lot. But I recommend this app. So this is a great app. And also, the guy that gave me the test, he told me to go to QRZ, make an account. In your case, if you don't have their license yet, you're just gonna make a regular QRZ account as a non-ham account, but you're gonna have access to this. I'm gonna show you right now. When you go to your QRZ account, it's going to look different. It's not going to look like this. I'm going to show you. Let me go to my page. I'll go to my page. You're going to when you create your QRZ account, El Conquistador. I wish if you have another anyway. You're going to go to resources. You see where it says practice amateur radio exams? You're going to click on that. These are all free. You can practice these as many times as you want. All right, Sea Sparrow. Okay. Anyway, I'll call you. Yeah. So I would practice a test as many times as you can. And you're going to get better. At first, when I first started practicing, my scores were awful. And then right away, every day, do an hour, every day. Within about 2-3 weeks, you're going to be acing the test. You're going to get like 90s because you need to get like an 85. You need to average 85 or higher to really be confident to take the test. Yeah, you could use that too, ham radio for dummies. That's fine. But for just to get the tech exam, you don't have to read that whole book. If you practice this only and the ham radio prep, you'll pass the test. All right. Let me see if I got my old scores on this one. Oh no, wait a minute. I don't want to take the test. Oh no, this one doesn't. Oh no. Oh yeah. Let me start over. Okay. Oh, it doesn't have. No, it's my other. Anyway, yeah. It's on my because what happened is when you make a QRZ account, the original one, this is a ham account. This one is with my call sign. So that one has my old history. That's why this one doesn't have it. My old one has this technician practice testing. Okay. So anyway, just practice taking the test. And like I'm doing the general right now. I'm not doing that good. I'm not even ashamed to show you the general. But anyway, no, I didn't want to show this. I wanted to. Oh my god, because I don't have a history with this one. That's what it is. I have to log into my old QR set. Anyway, I really want to show you my scores. My scores they're all over the place right now. I'm ashamed to show you my scores because I just started doing it. Anyway, you're gonna oh, you have your own call sign. Okay. Anyway, I will practice this. I probably took the practice test like 40 times. But in the end, I got like I finally got 100, a couple of them, or 97. Almost I missed one. And that was it. When I took the test, I missed 2 questions. That was it. Yeah, 2 questions. I think is yeah, something like that. Anyway, so okay, let me see what's going on over here. Okay, so I got confirmed over here too. Okay. Okay. So there you go. All right. Yeah, so because the guy that gave me the test, he told me just practice a QRZ. So he was the one that told me. His name is Paul. Call sign is what is it? November 2. I think it's QT or something like that. I think something. Anyway, something like that. I forgot what it was. Something. I forgot what it was. Anyway, but he was the one that gave me the test because I took it on paper. I did it on paper. I didn't do the real test. I didn't go do it online. I did it. I went to. He lives nearby. He lives about a mile and a half away from here, like a couple of miles away in Yonkers. and I took it there. Sea Sparrow. Okay. Okay. So I see. I see. Yeah. So he was the one that told me just practice the QRZ tests, and that's what I did. I got really good at it. Because you're gonna remember, even though you get them wrong, you're gonna memorize them, and then finally I started getting boom, 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 boom. But you practice every day. Don't skip a day, because then you're gonna forget what you learned. What you remembered an hour ago, you're gonna forget it. And plus, it's good to have a foundation of a few things. Like schematic, you're only gonna get about 2 or 3 questions on it. It's good to learn schematics. A lot of it is in the technician one. A lot of it is also common sense stuff. It's not like the general. The general is a little more. I find it more challenging now. But the technician one is more common sense stuff. Yeah, MLA 30. I have 3 of them. So this is just for this radio. I have it hooked. I have it. This is a stock one. It's not a modified one. This is a stock one. It's outside in the yard. MLA 30. This is the original MLA 30, not the plus. MLA. The plus, I have one that's modified. But and hello Keegan. 47 degrees and cloudy. And Theo. What's up, Theo? And Bobby's here too. So let me scroll up here. And Bobby. All right. So yeah, so I would QRZ just practice that test. I will practice. And also, another thing, another motivation why you should get it soon. They're still giving away this radio. They're still giving away the radio. So if you get your technician license, and that's your first license ever, and you have, once you get your license and it's updated, and you have a QRZ account, you could sign up and you get the free radio. They extended it all the way to March 31st, I believe. So they keep extending it because I guess they're getting donations. Originally, remember, it was supposed to be a month or 2. Then they went to October, then December. I just read March is extended. I think till March 31st. So if you pass the test and you get your call sign and they update it, you're gonna get the voucher for the free radio. Yeah, well, it's not a Bofang. It's the actual model is a QRZ1. It's an Explorer QRZ1. It's actually a very good radio compared to the Bofang. It's pretty good. I made a video on it it's good. You get FM. You can listen to weather band on there. Of course, it has the what is it? The 6 meter, 2 meter, right? Is it 2 meter? Yeah, 2 meter, 6. Anyway, it's good radio. It's a nice radio. A nice radio. It's a little more expensive than the Bofang. Bofang, yeah, the Bofang I have right here. Bofang, I pay like $25 for the Bofang. Of course, the Bofang also. I don't understand how I don't get that part. I can't see other people. Y'all have me blocked, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, the Bofang, right? Yeah, it's about 25. I paid like $25 or something. This one is about $50. It's not cheap. Okay, you have the 8-watt version. Okay, that's why. Yeah, this is a cheap one. This is a real. I bought this like 5 years ago. I bought this way before I got my license. I bought it because I wanted just to listen to stuff. I never intended to use this for Especially now that I got this one for free, I use this one. No, 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 no. As long as you don't give people a reason to, you know why? But no, yeah. So, and hello, Glenn Dansler, welcome back, and James Farley, welcome back. And let me so I got let me see, let me go check a couple of things real quick because I got a few contacts and I'm trying to build up my states. I want to get all 50 states with the 10 meter FT8, digital. So right now I'm at, let me see where I'm at right now. Did I get it? No, I'm still 19 out of 50. I still got that. I got a long way. I already had Louisiana already confirmed. Okay. Yeah, I already had Louisiana. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. I thought I had North Carolina, but no, I guess not. And then, of course, this is a PSK reporter. So this is where I've been heard for the last, well, some of it goes back to 6 hours, but I was heard all the way up in Alaska 26 minutes ago. FT8. Let me fix it. I'm trying to fix it where it's like, let me fix this leg. Okay, this mouse is in the way. Sorry. That's for my security system. That mouse is for my security system. So this is where I've been heard for the last 26 minutes. Most of it, yeah. Up in Alaska. All the way down to Brazil. Of course, over here is Ecuador, Colombia, Puerto Rico. Of course, I just got a confirmation for Puerto Rico, so I'm happy about that. I got one from the Dominican Republic, a confirmation on that. Azores. Okay, so it's just 26 minutes right now. And I gonna need to rebroadcast it. Transmit. Sorry. So let me put that back on. So yeah. So I just click back on. So let me move it up a little bit. Let me just show some of the lights today. Show some of the lights. So now I just clicked on it now, so I'm sending out my call now. So yeah, so people say, oh, you get a technician. You need, first of all, you need a technician license anyway. So I'm saying that once you get it, you can do this stuff already. And then, like me, I'm studying for my general. I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing. I'm learning all this stuff, and there's so many things you can do. The first thing I was like, oh, get out of the repeaters. I'm not doing repeaters. I haven't done a repeater since I'm not. I'm doing this mostly, and I'm trying different digital modes, things like that. So that's good. You're going for your technician. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna pass it. Let me see. I'm trying to read up. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. One, I have my own Facebook group. I don't want to get into that whole Facebook group thing. I got my own Facebook group. All my links are in my about portion. You can join my Facebook group. I think what happens, I'm gonna say, I think what happens when a Facebook group gets too big, a lot of things get lost in the, you know, um, because I remember I remember in the beginning I'm still a member of the group, but I don't post much as I used to. I don't post much as I used to because there's a couple of people there that I don't want to name names, but I know they don't like me, and that's fine. I don't doesn't matter. I don't care. Number one, I don't care. Number two, I don't care. Number three, I don't care. I got my channel, I got my audience, and that's it. You know, and a couple of people that are in there, they don't like me. They don't like my style. They don't like my delivery. They don't like what I have. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. That's it. My channel's not for everybody, and that's fine. My channel's not. I'm not trying to please everybody on my channel. So, yeah, I have the 750 and the 800. All right. Yeah, 750 and 800. So I don't keep track of what goes on there. That's his thing. I met good people. I met good people on his channel, his group. That's fine. But there's certain people, I know who they are. They don't like me. That's been like that for a long time. Even before that group was out, they didn't like me. And there's a few. And some of them, I'm gonna say it's just jealousy. It's straight up jealousy, I started like this. My channel was like this. No, it's not about Jules. It's not about Jules. It's about me. It's about me. It's about me, and it's not Jules. I'm talking about other people. It's other people. And my channel, I could talk about what I want to talk about. My channel, I talk about what I want to talk about. Bottom line. My channel was like this. The channel that doesn't like me was like this big. And then one day he became like this, and now I'm like this. And none, but he always gave me hate. And I go on the live stream with Jills, with everybody say hi. He's one of the few that don't say hi to me. He never says hi to me. I'll say hi. He'll be like ignoring me. Hi. He never. I know I got the hate, and then I caught him when the thumbs down used to be in fashion. My analytics is telling me where the thumbs down used to come from, and he lives in that state in the United States where the thumbs down used to come down a lot, and it was always that state. Yeah, it was him. It was the guy. It was the I'm gonna say he's a Russian guy. So he's a hater. He thinks he's a big shot ham guy, a know-it-all guy. Yeah, because his family's all ham people. Fuck you, fuck you. You're not better than me. So that's what happened. So I'm gonna tell you like it is here, bro. I keep it real here. You all walks of life, you're always gonna have your haters. Exactly. PG rating, boop, went out the window. You're always gonna have your haters in life. How you deal with them is you don't deal with them. That's how you deal with them. You just flick them. No, I met a lot of cool people there, and some of them are here. Some of them are here. And some of them they feel like they don't want to be here because they don't want to offend other people. And some people don't like it. Don't like me, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm not trying to please everybody. I don't care. I'm done with that. I never done that anyway. Even less now. But anyway, I have my own group that I'm trying to build up. I have a like page where anybody can go there and follow. Then I have a private group, and that's the one I'm trying to build. Because I'm gonna delete the like page in the future. Because unfortunately, in the like page, I have a couple of idiots there. And I'll give you a quick story. Another story. Here we go. I already had threatened. I got threatened the other day. A couple of people got booted out the other day. One of them threatened me. Let me stop this for a minute. Yeah, he sent me a threat. Yeah, he sent me a threat. He told me, I know where you live. First of all, no, I'm gonna address it. Because I was gonna do it the other day. I'm gonna address it now because I feel like it. Yeah. So anyway, he got booted. Of course, from what I hear, he wasn't really, he was defending whatever. I don't. Doesn't matter. The problem with him, I was gonna boo him anyway because he kept annoying me with other stuff. So he got booted, and then I went on to talk about some things I didn't about him. So he's always posting. He's always, that's one thing I don't like about Facebook. I don't like people private messaging me all the time on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook like that. So this guy, he used to always private message me on Facebook. So then he posted my QRZ page. He said, I know where you live. I know who you are. So I'm like, so what is your point by saying that? You're going to come down here and kick my ass? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you threatening me? So I know his info. So of course, he has a call sign. So I saw his QRZ page. So now I got his info. Because he could be watching on another account. He could watch on another account. But I'm gonna tell you, I got your info too. You have my QRZ account. It's public record, bro. You're a ham too. And by you using QRZ to send me a threat, I can report you to the FCC. You're not supposed to use the universal licensing system as a database to fucking send threats to people. All right? I'm going to tell you that right now, bro. You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, bro. You live in New Jersey. I'm talking to you. Don't fucking use QRZ or the FCC, ULS to fucking send me a threat. I'm going to make it clear to you. I can report your fucking ass and you can get your license revoked. Okay? So I want you to take that pipe and fucking smoke it and crawl under your fucking rock. You understand me, bro? And now we cool about it. So there you go. So I don't want to hear no more shit from you. I already got screenshot and I already got all the information I got to report your ass, and you will lose your fucking license. There you go. No, I am gonna dox. He wants to dox me. I'll dox him. I don't care, bro. Okay? I'm telling you right now, you do not use anybody. You do not use QRZ to send somebody a threat. That's a fucking no-no. You don't do that shit, bro. Okay? It's an honor system that goes on with that shit. I could have not put my whole address on QRZ. I chose to. Okay? I chose to. Okay? But this knucklehead don't understand that. I guess he's a knucklehead. He's a young guy. He's a young kid. I'm going to call him a kid because he acts like a kid. Okay? You don't use QRZ. You don't use the FCC, Universal Licensing Database, to look for people and send them fucking threats. You don't fucking do that shit. Okay? Don't fucking do that. You don't fucking do that shit to people. Okay? And I'm not worried about me, bro. You come over here to Yonkers, I will kick your fucking ass. Okay? I will shine my boot and shove it up your ass. You're not gonna fucking threaten me. You understand? But you better chill out because I will report you on that threat. Okay? I will report you. So there you go. That's my drama for today. There you go. That's all I'm telling you, bro. Do not use QRZ. Do not use the your the FCC, because that's linked. Just say, oh, I know where you live at. So what? You're gonna come and see me? That's what you're saying? You're gonna come and see me? You're gonna come and see me? Because that's all we talk in the street. I grew up in the Bronx, bro. You're gonna come and see me? That's what you're telling me? And you live in fucking New Jersey? I know where you live at, bro. Bergen, New Jersey. Okay? That's the stone's throw away from New York City. You gonna come and threaten me? Are you kidding me, bro? So you need to take a step back and chill out, because I will report your fucking ass and you will get your general license, because he's a general. He did say he was a general. And I looked it up. He is a general. Unfortunately, you're the most stupidest general that I ever met in my life. Okay? I'm a technician, and I know 10 times more than what he knows. Okay? So there you go. So you're a general. You should be ashamed of yourself of acting that way, of trying to use QRZ to send me a threat. Okay? So you're gonna come and see me? You come and see me. I already told my wife what happened. If I fall out, if I walk down the street and I slip on the banana peel and I hit my head on that fucking pavement and I die and there's anything suspicious, guess what? I already told my wife, send the state police to this fucking guy right here. I got his info on this computer and on this computer. Your info is already there, and screenshots. So if God forbid, I slip and fall on a banana peel and it's already suspicious, I already told my wife, honey, anything happens to me, this is the guy. I got my first physical threat on this channel. On this channel, he was my first physical threat. Okay? I know where you live at. You come and see me. Okay, you come and see me, bro. Okay? And the thing is that this guy's a ham. He's another amateur radio operator. He's a general. I'm surprised. And I was joking about it. The guy's actually a general. I'm ashamed to say that. So it tells me that he doesn't know shit about anything. He doesn't know nothing about radio. And he studied for his extra. Okay? This is why you guys got to donate, because I put fucking content on this channel. Okay? I put real content on this channel. Okay? I keep it real here. I tell you, the guy, I know where you live at. I better watch my back. Are you kidding me? Are you serious, bro? I'm telling you, if I get another message from him, he will get reported. He's going to get reported to the FCC. And then he'll deal with them. That's it. Because I guarantee you could lose your license over that. You could lose your license over that. You're not supposed to use a database to start sending threats to people. You know how many people I make contacts with and I see their info there? So I could just use anybody. I could, like if I have beef with somebody, come on, are you kidding me? Next thing you know, I'm gonna get a package in my mail. God forbid I get a freaking package in my mail that, because some knucklehead can't take a joke. Oh, he got butthurt because he got booted off a chat, a live stream. Are you kidding me? He was going to get booted anyway because he kept annoying me with the Facebook messages. I don't mind people messaging me on Facebook, a question or two, but not every little freaking thing. I'm sorry. I don't care for that. I don't have the time for that, bro. I don't have the time for that. Okay? There's too much stuff I got in my life. I got time to answer, especially this guy. This guy's a general. The question that you asking me, that's not a general. I'm sorry. You're not a general. You cannot be. Unfortunately, he is a general. I verified it. He is a general. Yeah, of course, James. For anybody can memorize the answers to a test. Yeah, exactly. Apparently, that's why he's just good for memorizing. You know, Robert Varner, I'm an extra, and I enjoy your channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, some people are nuts. Exactly. So that's what he did. He he posts a screenshot of my QRZ with my. I know this is you. First he put this is you. I know where you live at, and you disrespected me. Are you kidding me? Like, were you threatening me? Are you fucking kidding me? Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Well, he's gonna get reported if he does it again. I'm gonna let because I know how hard it is to, you know how much money it costs to study for all that, the app, the time. You know, I don't want to do that too because of you know what. But I'm gonna point that out right now. And I hope if he's listening, he better pay attention. I don't know if I'm the first person he ever did that to. You don't use QRZ. You don't use a public database to, I don't care, not even doxing, because it's public record. I don't care about that. But you're gonna send me a threat directly and telling me I know where you live at? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you. Bring that shit on. There you go. Now I'm done. All right. No, I was gonna do this days ago. But then I don't know what happened. This guy triggered me. And I said, you know what? It just came out. It was gonna come out. It was gonna come out. Yep, this is my time. This is my channel. I'm not gonna back down from anybody. I'm sorry. Screw that. I'm not backing down from anybody. And I was pointed to that purpose that some people don't like me. That's fine. I don't, you know what? I'm not your cup of tea, bro. That's it. But don't come here. You know, that's what happened with him. He would come here, try to, and then when he would talk to me on Facebook, he started calling me sir. When I talk to somebody that I'm trying, I would say thank you, sir. No, he would call me, in Spanish is viejo, like old man, like shut up, old man. Like, you trying to be funny. Like, have respect for the person you're asking the question to. So I already had that. He already had that mindset to me. I felt like I was talking to a juvenile. And I can't deal with people like that. I just can't. I can't deal with people like that. All right, so let me backtrack. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pick up from Sea Sparrow. You have two satellites. Yeah, I already told you that. Okay. Autism Radio and more channel to Autism Radio. I'm gonna call you Autism Radio. I'm not gonna read all that. What HD radios I have? I have this one. This is the Insignia. It's a portable, of course. Is Insignia. The model number. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm gonna try to. Come on, bro. Oh my god, this thing is annoying. Trying to hold it steady. So this is a portable Insignia. It's an HD radio, FM only. FM, of course. Then I have a Sangean tuner. An HD tuner, a stereo one. Is the HD1. It's old. That's the two HD radios that I have. That's it. I don't have no other HD radios. This Sangean is not an HD radio. This is an RDS. But the only HD radio is that one, that portable that I tried, Insignia. And the Sangean HD1 is a tuner. I got that one hooked up to my stereo. Those are my two HD radios that I have. Yeah, those are only two. Yeah. All right. And of course, we're not talking about Jills. So, just please don't say that. We're not talking about Jills. Not about Jills. Talking about somebody else. Sea Sparrow, can you suggest SDRTL program. I have the SPI, but I don't know which is better. SPI. Any SPI is better than RTL. It's not even close. Any SPI like the HF Discovery Plus is better than RTL. RTL for me is where most people start out. Let me lower this down. So RTL is, this is like for beginners. Okay? You're only going to do so much with it. Especially on HF, medium wave DXing, this is not going to be it for you. Long wave, forget about it. This is what medium wave DXing. Okay, it's not upside. Medium wave DXing, long wave. This is up to VHF, up to 300 megahertz. So you can listen to airband, FM. Yeah. Okay. Of course, SDRPlay RSPdx. I have done that. That's good too. That one has three antenna inputs. This one only has one, but yeah, if compare these two, this is better, way better. Not even close. He's not even close. He's not even close, and they use the same software. SDR Sharp. You can use SDR Console, HCSDR. You can use all of that. Okay. Yeah. So SPI is, it's not even close. Yeah. Yeah, the BS alarm. Yeah, exactly. But he's a general. I confirmed it. He is a general. I was shocked. Really, it was confirmed. Confirmed about that. Anyway, I'll answer that question in a minute. So anyway, let me go back here and let me scroll back up here. Yeah, I'm calm. I'm good. I just like to my thing is when I try to get to a point, if I feel like you think I'm blowing up a gasket, it's not that I'm blowing up a gasket. I like to emphasize my point. I think people believe you more when you emphasize certain things. I learned that from my drill instructor a long time ago when I was 21 years old and I was in the Air Force. When you want to get people to listen, sometimes you have to raise your voice. And that's what sometimes you have to do. You know? That's all it is. I'm not losing sleep over it, but I will bring it up. And I did bring it up. And now it's out there. And now there's another episode. This episode is now in the books when it comes to the highlight of the episode. There you go. Because I'm going to tell you people out there that you don't like me, whatever. Anytime you put a stupid comment or you send me a stupid message, I'm going to use that as content. I'm going to use that as content. So anytime I use that as content, that's more material for me. So again, I look at the time, I could gobble up the minutes. You know? That's all you do. That's all you guys are doing for me. All right? So there you go. Just gobble up the minutes, baby. Yeah. No, they're not getting Robert Barner. They're not getting me down. I'm not down by that. I just had to call it to the attention. I'm not down by that. I'm not down by that. You know, I'm not. You know, because he was gonna get the boot anyway. He just got the boot from another mod. One of the mods booted him. And I'm not gonna mention who. He did a good job. He did a very good job. I'm booting his ass. But you know, you can't come in here like that. Like you run the chat. It's not gonna happen. And you're not gonna talk to me like that outside of the chat and think it's not gonna happen to you. Eventually it caught up to him. And that's what happened. He just couldn't handle it. All right, see Sparrow. I'll see you, and if you don't come back, I'll see you later. So there you go. And I hope she recovers. She has soldier surgery. Okay, well, I hope she has a speedy recovery. And no, nobody doxed me. It's just that, you know, he sent me the message directly to me through Facebook, and he posted my info on like a screenshot of my info, and he just basically put, "I know where you live at." You know, basically he said he was gonna show up here, like, so you're threatening me. That's what he's saying. So you're gonna what? You're gonna do something to me? I don't know. It's so stupid. I disrespected him and blah 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 blah. He wrote a bunch of stuff. Of course, his English is all over the place, like a 12-year-old. I'm not even gonna say 12-year-old because my son English is nowhere near that crap. He writes English, and I'm not picking on people that don't know English. It's not that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say if you're a general, you know you shouldn't be writing like that in the chat room. You know, I'm sorry. You lost me on that one. I really thought he wasn't a general. He is a general. So there you go. That goes to show you how much this certificate is to me. I could wipe my ass with that certificate. I can use it as toilet paper. It doesn't tell you how skilled you really are. When I passed that test, I was like, you know, come on. There's all this stuff, you know. There's a lot of it is common sense. I'm sorry. You know, I regretted that I took this long to even try to take the test. Man, I guess they did. Well, they did lower the standards because I remember back then, I was told that you had to do CW. And I believe it was like what it was, 25 words a minute or 20 words a minute. I forgot what it was. I wish the standards were like that now. It would have forced me to learn CW. But I guess when you lower the standards so low, you know, it's disgraceful. You have people like that, you know, moron. Sorry, I keep venting on that nonsense. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't dox. I don't dox. I haven't reported him. I don't want to report him because I know how hard it is to get your. So you're one away from an extra. If I report him now, I'm gonna throw a wrecking ball at everything he did. Especially if he gets revoked. Then I'm gonna be throwing a wrecking ball of all the hard work he did. Because it is hard work if you got to study. I'm not taking away credit. You got to study, you had to study, and you passed it. Kudos to you. So I don't want to do that. But I'm letting him know now that, hey, listen, don't do this again. Says it to me. But if you do this another ham, you could get reported. You could get reported. When you use the database to send out threats to people, you should get reported. I'm not gonna report him yet, but he's on notice now. If I get one message from him, I'm gonna report him. That's it. He's gonna get reported. I'm gonna report him to the FCC, and they're gonna deal with him. You're not supposed to use the database for things like that. I'm sorry. You're not supposed to use database to send people threats. It's not. It's a character thing. When you're a ham radio operator, you're an ambassador, right? That's what they say. You're an ambassador, and you're trying to promote goodwill and all that. It's not to promote to send out threats to people. It's not that. You're violating that rule. Okay? You're violating that. So think about that. Think about that. I wouldn't put up with him. I would report him. If he did that to you, then he should. He do it to, well, he's gonna do it. He's probably gonna do it to somebody, and then he's gonna get reported. But I give him a warning right now. You do it again, I will report you. That's it. I don't want to see another message from him ever again. And he came with 3 different accounts. He got blocked on one Facebook account. He came with his, I guess that's his daughter's account. I blocked that account. He came with his daughter's account again. So right there, I could have done it. But I said, you know why? He's frustrated. He's venting. I'm gonna let it go. I give him time to think about it. So that's it. Now, if I get another account and it's him again, then I'm gonna report him. Then all bets are off. He's gonna get reported, and then they can deal with him. And I'm gonna follow up on it. Because not only I'm gonna report him, I'm gonna keep following up on it. So I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna be like the hammer. I will come down on his ass too. So I don't want to report him, because if I report him, then I'm gonna really, not only I'm gonna report him and sit back, I'm gonna follow up on it, and so on. Yep, that's the way to go. Exactly. You ain't backing down for nobody. That's not happening, bro. You're not running me off my channel. You're not running me off of YouTube. You're not running me off of none of that stuff. You need to chill the fuck out and take a walk and stay the fuck off my radar. That's what you need to do, bro. And we're gonna be cool. Otherwise, I'm gonna report your fucking ass. That's it. That's how I'll deal with it. I'll give you one more chance, and then that's it. Then all bets are off. Anyway, I'm sorry, autism, that I'm cursing. I'm sorry about all that. I just, I didn't realize he was. Now I feel so. Doo-doosh. Doo-doosh. So that's to take note that even adults can act like idiots, especially that idiot. And he triggered my bad response. Bad Danny. This is why I didn't want, but anyway, let's move on. But no, when you're ready, you study for it. Take your time. Don't rush it. You don't, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Of course, again, um, as a technician, you don't, like me, I don't like talking a lot on the thing. I really don't. Much as I blabber here, I'm not one to be talking on the air. You know what I mean? I'm not. I enjoy this aspect, and I want to learn CW. You know, that's what I'm focusing on. But if you want to take the test, you can. There's no age limit on it. There's no, there's no. Yeah, there's people. I heard stories about 7, 8 years, 8 years old, passing all 3 and all that. I'm like, wow, you know. Like I said, I didn't mind, because the guy that gave me the test, he told me to go to QR and said, just take the practice exams over and over. And of course, the ham radio prep is pretty good. Uh, you know, is of course it's nice if you get a book and read it. I have one. It's a thin one. It's for the technician exam. Of course, this is a QRZ. This is an example of what I'm. This is my progress right now on some of these. The lessons that I'm doing. This is a general. Right now, I'm still. I just passed my first practice yesterday. I was like a lot of 60s. I finally got a 75 something. Then I got, I'm telling you, I wasn't ready for it yet. I want to wait till I'm 85 and 85 consistent and above. Then I go take it. You know, and I have other stuff I'm doing. But I'll get it. I'm not. but I'm also having fun, you know, and that's the main thing. Have fun. Have fun, whatever you do, have fun. Don't let nobody pressure you into, you know, like I said, when I passed the test and I got my call sign, people were like, okay, get off the repeater now and go get your, no. I want to enjoy this aspect. There's some, there's, you know, so many things you can do. This is one guy, he does, it was Echo Link. Echo Link. He lives in Georgia. He's talking to somebody in Seattle through Echo Link. You know, things like that. You know, with a little you know, with one of these, you know, little, you know. And it looked at okay. And it looked like he's having fun, you know, that's the bottom line. Have fun. Have fun. Again, have fun. Don't, you know, don't like, oh, I gotta get to HF. I want to be on HF. No. That's what the guy Paul told me. Oh, when I passed the technical, oh, you got to take the general because you want to get on HF. I said no. He, you know, of course he's an extra. You know, I said I'm at HF right now. It's 10 meters. I'm at HF. Yeah. No, do I? Would I like to do more? Of course, but I'm not rushing. You know, come on. I don't have to. I will eventually. Yeah. So that's good. Autism rate. That's good that you know. That's cool. I like that. I like to see that. You know. Mhm. That's good to read. I like to read stuff like that, you know. I really autism. I really want to get the Sangean HD HDR 14. Oh, cool. James. Oh, sorry, Keegan. I have the Sangean HDR 14. Okay, yeah. James Foley. I bought the HDR 16 HD radio. Man, that thing sounds good. Yeah, I need to get a newer one. Because the one that I have is the tuner. Is the original like the HD one? It's pretty old, but it's still pretty good. I need to get something newer. The one that I have does have AM HD AM. It's like it's like 2 or 3 stations, I believe that. So the one that I have, the HD one, does have AM HD. I think there used to be 4 or 5 of them. I think now it's 3 or 4. I haven't used it for a while. I need to hook that back up and so yeah. I know over here in New York City area they do have AM HD. I think 1010 Wins might be HD. I think also WOR might be HD. And there's a couple of other stations. I don't remember which ones. So yeah. Uh oh, so Keegan, so the HD4 HDR 14 does AM FM. Okay, cool. That's cool. Okay. That's good to know. Maybe I want to get another radio that because this one is only FM. Autism radio. There's only FM only. It doesn't even have AM. Just FM radio. That's it. HD radio. FM. RDS. And then HD. No AM. So you have the 16 James Farley and your autism radio. But I also want the new Eton Elite satellite, but it's so expensive. Yeah, I can imagine the price on that thing, right? When it comes out. I'm not gonna get it. Plus, there's other things I want to buy. I'm really looking for another transceiver, but that's later on when I eventually get the general. Plus, it depends on a few things. Because of course, if I do get 100-watt transceiver, of course I'm gonna have to buy the power supply with that, and that's not gonna be cheap. So that's gonna add up. And right now, I'm running out of room. I don't have no room here. But of course, if I get that, then these two receivers are gone. They're gonna be back in the shelf because I'll be using that one exclusively for listening also. But anyway, that's the future thing. So, and let me skip down here. I'm gonna skip a little bit because it's all some of it is repetitive, and I'm gonna move a little bit. I'll turn the radio on. Okay, if the price is high, is low, I'm getting in because if it's high, I'm not getting. Yeah, it's. I think it's gonna. Well, we don't know what the actual price is gonna be. It's okay. It's okay if he wants to put caps. It's okay. I don't take. I don't take. I don't take caps. You know, sometimes we put caps. We want to emphasize things. It's okay. And by the way, I made him a mod. Yeah, Autism Radio. I forgot you're a mod. So if you want to post a link, you can post a link. I made you a mod the last time you was here, but it was after the show. I forgot to mention that you're a mod. So Autism Radio, you're a moderator here. So use it wisely. Don't boot anybody that doesn't deserve to be booted. But I made you a mod because that way if you want to post a link. And also I know there was a misunderstanding before. I don't know what happened. But I want you to know that you're welcome here. As long as keep it cool. So anyway, you're a mod. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. You got the wrench right next to your name. Yeah. So let me go back up here. There's a lot of Eton Elite. I'm reading Keegan like Eton Elite. Exactly. I can't read all that right now. My eyes are like, I think I'm getting tired. Because now I did what, almost 3 hours, and now so combined it's like 4 hours and change. So I'm like too much Eton and Eton. Okay. No, it's okay. You can post. It's just my eyes are going crazy with the Eton Grande Eton executive. It's like tongue twister. It's like tongue twister. Every time I have to read Eton Elite Executive Eton. Oh my god. Oh, so it's okay. It's okay, Keegan. He's a moderator, so you know what? I wanna yeah, I know everything in it. Okay, yeah, but it's not about. I know we hate prices, but it's okay. Yeah, don't let it get to your head. It's all right. It's called supply and demand, and you know, not every radio I can. I can't buy every radio I want to buy. Otherwise, first of all, where I'm going to store it at? I will have no room. You know. So yeah, I'm just skipping all over the place right now. Okay, the gate open. Okay, so the postman is here. Finally, he's delivering my package. It says 2 little connectors. He couldn't deliver it yesterday. Give me a minute. I just want to see any. All right. I'll go check out in a few minutes. What can I say? So I will wait for his on sale. Yeah, but don't I want to lose sleep over it? I mean, there's a whole bunch of radios I didn't buy. I didn't buy the Texan H501. I didn't buy the C Crane, CC Skywave, SSB. And then now they got the new one. Yeah, I can't buy every freaking radio I want to buy now, but I don't really need it. I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy with the SH Data, the 808. I'm happy with this radio. I'm happy with certain radios. It's like there's a reason why I bought this radio. There's a reason why I bought this. So I checked off all the boxes on everything around me. So yeah. And I'm gonna skip down a little bit. Uh of course, I'm gonna Keegan, yeah, you're right. Make sure all the bugs are out. Yeah, I hope so. And of course, I hope they send it out to a couple of YouTubers. I didn't even ask for that radio. I didn't contact them, by the way. That's not the company I contacted. But if I were to contact them, I was, maybe I should contact them because I wonder who's gonna get that radio first and make a review on it, and you know, I don't know. Their marketing is suspect. Yeah. Oh, you never owned a Texan, Keegan? Wow, I thought you owned a Texan. Texans are good radios. I have a few of them. I have the PL 360. I have the PL 660. I love them both. They're good radios. And then I have this one, the little one. Another package. Then I have he's back. And I have the Q3. So this is FM only. I hope he didn't take my package. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm gonna go upstairs see what he dropped off. Be right back. There you go. All right. Let me get a scissor. I need a scissor to cut this. Scissor. Sipping on the scissor. Sipping on the scissor. Okay, let me not sing that song. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got my package. I got my little connectors. Now let me cut this. Because Diesel 10 suggested this, and I agree with him. Okay, receipt. As long as they're the right connectors, I don't care. All right. So this is I guess that's the website that sells them. So this is the connector. So W5 SWL. That's a nice call sign. Wow. I wonder if that's. I'm gonna look it up. See if that's a real. Anyway. So this is the connector. What I'm gonna do is you know how I did that ground thing with the wire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that power conditioner because it has. I'll show you. Let me take out the connector out the bag. So this is a SO239, right? To F type. You know the cable coax. So I'm gonna put these two on. I have two of them. Sorry, I have two of them. So I'm gonna put them in there. They're gonna go in there. And I have two of them. And I'm gonna run the coax, the discone coax. I'm gonna run it through there. See if that gets rid of the hum. Because I can get rid of the hum here with the copper, you know, with the little screw that I did. But I want to see if I can run it through the power conditioner, and that should get. And that way, you know, I don't have to do this, and I'll use the power conditioner for now. Just run the signal through. Of course, this is 75 ohm connector, but the discone is a receiving antenna. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not doing any, even with the CB, I'm not doing any transmitting. And eventually, the CB is going to have its own dedicated antenna. I'm going to use the 102-inch steel whip for the CB eventually. So I'm not really transmitting on the CB anyway. So the discone, I'm going to use this with the discone, and I'm going to run it through that power conditioner and see if that gets rid of the hum completely without. I didn't have to do that, but I want to try it. You see, so I can get rid of this. I don't need this. I'll just connect that in there. Let me connect it. I can show you. Let me just connect this connector on that thing. So let me put this. I'm going to try to move this without disconnecting anything. So I'll show you. So I'll show you right now. I connected one of the connectors. The adapter. See how it looks now? I want to move this over here without knocking everything. So now I can hook up the discone in there. And then I'm going to put the other connector over there next to it. So I'm going to have two of these. I'm going to have two of these. One is in, one is going out. Okay, one is in, one is going out. Run the discone in here and out, coming here, back into here. And I'm going to do that just to see if I can get rid of the hum through the power conditioner. Because Diesel brung it up. I was thinking about it, but then when he brung it up, he confirmed it. What I was thinking about, I was like, you know what? What if I just get the adapter? So this is the second one. I'm gonna hook that one up there, and then tonight or tomorrow, whenever, and I'll disconnect it, and I'm gonna run it through there, and I'm gonna run it, and I'm gonna disconnect this screw, and see if that gets rid of the hum. Because I have two more ports on the other side that if I ever get another antenna and bring it in hum, I can run it through that side. I have four of these connectors. So I have a pair of one in and out. So I have two pairs of not two separate antennas. I can get rid of the hum if I had to with our power conditioner. And then I just learned this. I just picked this up. So these are about $3. So I paid $6 for both. $6. Of course, Elmer I agree with him. He suggested that it's probably the power line in the front that's causing the hum to my discone, and my discone is sending, So I know it's probably the power line or the transformer in front of my house. Could be that's bringing in the hum. Eventually, the discone is going to go toward the back. But if this works, then I'm still going to use this. And even if I have the discone in the back, I'll just run it through the power conditioner. That's what it's called, a power conditioner. It's a surge protector, power conditioner, and a power strip. So this is the connector. Once again, this is the connector, right? SO239. Whoop. To F-type. They call this F-type or coax, cable coax. Oh my God, zoom in, bro. See, cable coax to SO239. Okay? All right, so this is what I'm putting in. So I'm just going to run the wires through there eventually. I'm not going to do it right now because I am doing a live stream. And now I have to disconnect everything over here, and I don't want to do that. But so that's how it looks now. I have the two of them right there, you see? So now I can run the discone through the one that says in. Discone coming from outside is going to go in, and then the out is going to go to my switch. It's going to go to here. So I need a jumper. I need a jumper wire. And I'll take one I'll borrow it later on. I'll try it out. And I'll test it and see if that eliminates the hum without having this wire here. Let me show you one more time. I'm sorry. I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to run that without, and I can eliminate this wire, this temporary wire clipped onto. Oh, it just clipped off. Sorry. I clipped it off. I'm sorry. I clipped it off. But I could clip it on here for now. I'll clip it on that one for now. Okay, so if I turn on the radio. Let me put on ABC. I put on the answer. Right? So if I clip that off, you'll hear the hum. You're starting to hear the hum, right? 770. Let me go 770. You hear the hum?
These are people, Rona, that we all worked with, that we all...
All right. So here's the clip.
You going through the state, I mean, I was blown away when I went to Nassau, and I spent a day with Kevin Cairo and Bruce Boycott. I mean, it was unbelievable.
So the hum is gone. Of course, I'm going to replace that with the wire, with the cable. I'm going to bypass it. So you'll see when I finish this. I hate that popping sound. Oh my God. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to connect the discone through there, and then I'm going to bypass it, and that's it. I'm going to try that. Is it the most, I mean, there's other ways you can do it. I mean, I've seen people there's other stuff you can buy. There's devices. There's one called QRM Eliminator. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but they're very expensive. They're very expensive. Excuse me. Hold on. This thing. but they're very expensive. Some I've seen them over $100 and stuff like that. I've seen some even pricier than that. And it gets rid of the well, it claims it gets rid of it, but and I'm gonna bring up a good point that it could be the transformer that's bad. That maybe I have to call. Maybe I have to call the utility company and maybe file a complaint on that because that maybe the humming noise is coming from the transformer itself. Well, I'm pointing with a scissor. So yeah. So let me go back up here. Yeah, you're tired. I'm tired too. And now I'm really getting tired, but no, it's okay, Keegan. It's just that I'm trying to catch up and it's okay. No, it's okay, Keegan. Don't chit now. It's just that I don't want to fall too far behind and then I don't want people to think that I'm not reading all this stuff below and then they'll leave the chat. It's you know what I mean. It's it's okay to post stuff, but you know, you know, it's okay. So James Farley, go get them and let's see them. Yeah. Keegan Diaz, I had the C Crane CC Skywave SSB since June 2022. I haven't had a Texan yet. Yeah, Texans are good radios. I have a couple of them. And they're good radios. Of course, I don't think I believe Texan also, if I'm correct, and I know Jill said it. I think they haven't made a radio with RDS. Well, I don't know all the Texan models, but I'm talking about like the ones that the known ones with the shortwave and FM and all that. I believe none of the FM has RDS. That would be a nice feature that they should add to a radio. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't have one radio that checks off all the boxes that I want. That's why it's good to have more than one radio. The one particular radio checks the box for because it's big, has a big speaker. Not that. There's another radio that checks off the boxes for certain things. You know. Let me send some. Let me move the frequency over to the. Try to get a couple of more contacts before. It's 5:15. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I went on that rant about that knucklehead, but I wanted to bring this up before because I don't like that. I'm sorry. You're not gonna bully me. But I also don't like people using it's an honor system. I was hesitant to put my info on QRZ. I mean, and you don't have to. Anybody that's gonna get their ham license, you don't have to use QRZ, but your info is gonna be public record. In other words, the FCC ULS is gonna be listed there. So if anybody knows your call sign, they can look you up through the FCC web database website. That's gonna happen no matter what. That's why when I did the QRZ account, my info is already in the FCC. There's nothing you can do. You cannot change that. There's nothing you can do about that. But apparently, he didn't understand that works both ways. If you're a ham and you threaten people, guess what? I know who you are. So you're not only doxing. He didn't dox me because it's already public. But now I know who you are because I took the time to look up your name, and I didn't know his call. He never posted his call sign. I looked it up. Now I know his call sign. I know his name, and I know where he lived. That's the address that he posted. I know it. Boom. I got everything now. So, some people don't think before they start writing stuff. Remember everything you post on the internet. Even all my rants. He's out there now. You cannot bring it back, even if I delete the video. It's out there. Somebody can make a copy of the video. My video winds up on another video stream service. Once the cat is out of the bag, guess what? The cat is out of the bag. That's it. Oh, look, I was heard in Australia. Yeah, look at that. Nice. An hour ago. I just updated it. Because I just started transmitting again. All this time I was talking. I was heard in Australia. There you go. Where's my cursor? Here we go. So yeah. Fan dipole he was using OpenWebRx. So I was heard in Australia. But see, the gray line is already here. It's getting dark out there right now. So now I can be heard over here more. So, yeah. And I got my first Japanese contact a few days back. It was confirmed. So that was good too. I would like to get an Australian contact so I can get this continent. Oceania. This is all Oceania. All of this is Oceania. This and of course Antarctica is part of all of this for the award. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So there you go. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. It's slowing down now. But you don't have to be a general. You could a technician. You could do a lot with a technician license. Don't let people tell you otherwise. James Farley, no chuffing. Okay, so it doesn't do any. I don't understand the whole chuffing thing, but it never really. I seen reviews on it. People write all this stuff about. You know, what is it? You know, when you tune and mutes when you tune. Yeah, that was never a deal breaker for me. All these radios, because it goes with what's going on now with all these radios. They're all DSP and all that. I don't think there's any more pure analog radios. So, and Keegan says otherwise they're fine for medium wave and shortwave. Okay. Keegan there said the Eton and secret radios are good handling first adjacent symbols, signals on FM. Okay. See, now that I caught up here, I could go back up here and catch up on the other stuff. Because now I caught up. So yeah. So I'm gonna start over here. So Keegan has the Eton Grundig Edition Satellite and the Eton Elite Executive. See, that's why I get tongue twisted. And the Elite Executive later had intermittent display. See, display. Oh yeah, that sucks. That was the problem I think with the CC Radio 3. No, actually, I wanted to buy the 2 on eBay. It was somebody had a good price on it. I was hesitant to pull the trigger on it because I heard they had issues with that the display goes blank completely. And that is not good when that happens. That is bad that happens. Let me erase that. Okay, now we're going to stop. Okay, that's what I have to do. Okay, there you go. Sometimes this thing hangs. Let's see now. Yeah, I'm just trying something out because sometimes it hangs. It does that every once in a while. And it won't allow me to transmit until I. Okay, there you go. Of course, now I have to. Wow, 6 watts. Okay, I have to stop that. Halt. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know what I gotta do. Wow. Let me see what's going on. Okay, something's going on. Wow. Yeah, something's going on. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me. Unless I hit this thing over here, something's going on. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to mess with that back there, because let me check my SWR. Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. Oh my God, never mind. I know, never mind. Okay, I know what it is. All these little quirks you have to learn about the. Okay, so let me Okay, so let me. Yeah, that's not good. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop it for now. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it like that for now. I'll stop it. Let me go back down here. Yeah, I have yet to try FTA. Well, it's not for everybody. I mean, the reason why I wanted to try because I don't want to be. I don't care for. I think it's time. I know people gonna say, "Well, you just get contacts, but you don't ever talk." Really. I will do some, but I don't plan to do a lot of contacts. I don't, like getting a lot of contacts. I don't plan to. I just don't have the time. You know. And when I went to take the test, there was one operator, and I told him about it because I remember when I started live streaming, I bring that up when I do get my license. I don't plan to. I like to listen. I'm a listener type of person. I don't like to. I'm not gonna be rag chewing and talking. I don't know. Maybe eventually, I guess it'll grow on me that portion. Right now, that's not the case. And I find digital modes because I'm a computer geek guy. I'm a geek guy. I like digital modes. I think, especially like I said before, you don't need a lot of power. You could do this on 5 watts, 10 watts. You don't need a lot of power. You know, so that's why it appealed to me. I remember just before I got my license, I was just monitoring, just listening to it, what my antenna could do, and I was fascinated that my antenna could pick that up, could pick up a signal from Australia with the discon, for example, on 10 meters. I was, you know, when you see a display on a map, all right, Keegan, so I'll see you in a few. When you see a display on a map, it's fascinating, you know. It's different when you get a visual representation on a map, and you see that, especially antenna you build, not even the disco. Forget about the disco. An antenna like the NFED. When I put up the NFED, I didn't build that one. I already bought that, built. But say even if I would have built one, but even the NFED, when I put it up on this way with the tree, it's fascinating to see that NFED can pick up, can send out signals all over the world, and on this band, and you know what I'm saying? It's fascinating. You know. And for me, like when I went about that, some like I know some people don't. The younger generation, they're into computers and digital and all that. You got to get them in there first with that, and then eventually they're gonna want to do all the other stuff. I want to do all the other stuff too eventually. Like I saw David on Saturday. He mentioned that he did a moon bounce, Earth moon bounce on 70 centimeter, which is cool. I read about that. I heard about that. I see. I would like to try that one day. Things like that. Earth moon bounce. There's a lot of stuff on in radio that's not rag chewing on 160 meters or 80 meters. There's a lot of other stuff. There's SSTV that I want to do. I want to do SSTV. I know Bobby likes to make videos on that. Slow scan TV. Bobby has a lot of videos like that, I wanted to see if I could do something like that, SSTV, and I want to do all these things. Of course, there's people that talk to the astronauts, right? International Space Station, all this stuff. I wanted to do all those things. And in time I will do all those things. And that's what I'm trying to say. That you got to get into this, and then you can start doing other things. I'm sure there's a lot of because I know I remember the other day. There's another channel I watch. He's a subscriber to this channel. His name is Walt. Coastal. What is it? Coastal channels and coastal wires and coastal waves and wires. Anyway, he's from Virginia. He's call sign is Kilo 4 Oscar Golf Oscar. K4 OGO. He did a live stream the other day. He just got his extra. Not too long ago. He has a good channel. He has a nice channel, 5,000 subscribers, something. He's always doing different antennas and all that. And he did a live stream the other day. And somebody posted, of course, there was there's always a troll. So so he said, oh, you got an extra, what they call non-key extra, because he doesn't know CW. He just got his extra, but so I guess this guy is like he likes to call extras that don't have their CW. So they call him no key extra, some stupid name like that. So everybody was telling him, oh, I don't know CW. I've been an extra for 20 years. Or something like that. Some people were calling him out already. He was a troll. Basically, the guy was trolling because he was saying that. So there's division within the whole community, which is stupid. So the guy was saying that, oh, you're an extra, but you're not a non-key extra because you don't know CW. That's what's going to happen with me. It probably, most likely, Oh, hello, Adesh. Hello from Trinidad. Nice to see you again. And so that's what the guy was posting. No key extra, LOL, trying to be funny. And, of course, I wasn't in the chat. I was just watching the chat for a few minutes here and there. I saw the replay. So, of course, I left a comment. I said, unfortunately, you always got to have knuckleheads. And I guess you got a troll in your thing, whatever. I forgot what I was. I left a comment. I basically told Walt that I enjoy his stream. I watched it I watched the replay. But he's a cool guy. But he doesn't know CW. He's trying to learn CW. So the guy, of course, that's the way they are. Some people are like that. They just, in every community, you're always gonna have those people. You're always gonna have those people. So you're a non-key extra. And then Kim was on. Kim, she's always on official. I haven't seen that lately. K6YLL. That's a call sign. So she was there. I'm an extra, but I don't know CW. So here we go with the connection. I just lost my connection. It came back up. Never mind, it came back up. I just saw it in it. And then it just clicked. Yeah, so that's what happened. So the guy called him a non-key extra or something, some silly thing like that. You know? Okay, yeah, I had a little hiccup for a second. I saw anyway, I'm back. 9 people watching, thank you, and 9 people 9 likes, thank you. Robert Varner, I'll work contests on parks and on parks on the air where voice contacts are quick and also enjoy. Yeah, I know. I there was one I was listening to one on Saturday. Yeah, I can see myself doing those. Robert, yeah. You know, the quick one. Just get your contact, you're 5'9", blah 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 blah. You know, 5'9", you know, guys if I, you know, yeah, exactly. No, I don't mind even the occasional, but I'm enjoying this, and then I'll eventually, because some of us, I grew up listening. I grew up as a radio listener all my life. Even when CB, I was never CBer, even a CBer. Talking on CB. I spoke a couple of times, but I wasn't. But I'm a listener. You know. I know, but that's what the guy was saying, Robert. He was saying that he was trying to call out Walt on that because he just got his extra. Everybody's congratulating him, and so he tried to troll. So he said, "Oh, you're a no key extra," like, and people were like, "What?" And I didn't understand the term until somebody brought it up. So, oh, because I don't know CW, and I've been a ham for 20 years. Somebody posted. I said, "Oh, no key. You mean CW? Okay, that's what." So I caught on what it was. But that's what the idiot was saying. He was trying to call him out. He was trying to call Walt a no key extra, like trying to diminish his recent extra. He just got the extra because he was saying that he was studying for the past year, but he had he just took the test. I think he just took it recently and he passed. So everybody was congratulating him. So this buffoon said, "Oh, you're a no key extra." Anyway. So that was the deal with that. Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down for a minute. Oh, I forgot this gets all crazy. Cancel. All right. Yeah, let me shut this down. Yeah, let me shut that down for a minute. Put that right there. Yeah, so that's why he wrote no key extra, and it was like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, there's always he was trying to be funny, but he wasn't funny. Everything was after that was LOL. So he was trying to, like, everything he was trying to say is supposed to be funny. So people told, and Walt, that's his name, Walt, the guy that's running the stream, his channel, Walt. So they were telling Walt, you need a moderator because you got your first hater. You got your first hater in the channel. And it was the replay I was watching. I wasn't watching the live one. I mean, I briefly saw the live because I saw, and then I had to do something, but then I saw the replay and I saw that the guy was just being a dumbass. Now, I'm gonna call him a dumbass. Like, you're always gonna have people like that. They always try to poo-poo your they always try to rain on your parade or whatever you want to call it. So that was the guy. The guy was like a no key extra. Like, idiot. Let me put this back a little bit. And you're always gonna have people like that. Like I said, like this other guy. I mean, I'm yeah. Did we go off on him and we joked about it? Yeah. But you know what? You didn't have to go there with the I know where you from, and come on. Now you crossing the line. Now it's like, okay, you know what? Are you kidding me? Now you crossing the line, with your threats. Come on. You're always gonna have people like that, and it's all walks of life. You're always gonna have people like that. They're not gonna like you for whatever reason. The other guy that was here earlier, he was talking about Jill's chat that he was getting hate. I'm like, I don't know what the guy's talking about getting hate. I don't know. Then he brought up about Jill's, and I said, I'm not talking about Jill's. Jill's. That's his channel and his Facebook group. That's his. All I know. I have my channel. I have my Facebook group, and I don't post as often in his Facebook group anymore because I see certain patterns that happen over time. It is not that my post gets buried. That happens automatically. Sometimes Facebook does that. I'm talking about other stuff. Other stuff. Like, there's always regular people that thumb up your stuff. So you could tell those people support the things they're very supportive of other people. But you got some that they will not even thumb up your video. No matter how many people love your video. I could have like 30, 40 likes, and the same cast of characters will never like my video. And there is a thumb down on Facebook, but everybody will see it. I think they want to hit that thumbs down, but they know they're gonna get called out on it. So they just won't even give me a thumbs up. And that's fine, I know. You know who they are. When you post enough times, and I was there from day one. I was there when he started the group. I was there when he started the group from the beginning. And then I was away for a while. I didn't even go into our group for like 6 months or some long time. And all of a sudden I come back, I see a whole bunch of new people in there. It blew up, and I see all these people that are like posting. I don't know. And then some of them a couple of them posted stupid remarks on my videos. Like one was like, "Oh, you could have, with the drill bit. Oh, you could have used a drill press for a stupid little plastic box. I'm gonna put a drill press for a plastic box. Like people like that just doing a little like MLA 30 video modification video. I got like I don't know how many likes I got on that thing now. Last time I checked, I got like 300 likes on it or something. I forgot how many likes I got on it. So one knucklehead out of hundreds of comments or whatever it is. Oh, you should have used a drill press. Oh, you're always gonna have those people. You're always gonna have those people in life. Okay, so 326 likes on that video. I posted that video 2 years ago. 13,000 views. And you're gonna have a knucklehead like that. And then I read the comments in between when it was in that group. And some people were like, yeah, I don't understand how he hold the box today and he drilled. I would never do that. Idiots. You're gonna have people like that. It's just And then you see if they have a channel. And of course, I when I saw them on Jill's stream, and I highlighted his name. I went to see if he had a channel. He got no content, not even one video, nothing. Same people that talk whatever about somebody. They got no content. They got no business trying to, I would use a drill press for a little plastic box. Do you really need a drill press? It's a little plastic box. You can't hold it with one hand and just drill it. And I have to put a vise on it. Ooh, I got a drill press here. Idiot. That's the type of people you deal with sometimes. They just nitpick any little thing. It makes them. They try to make themselves feel better. They get jealous because you posted a video and it's getting views and people are thumb upping it, and they feel so insignificant. Oh my god! let me throw a monkey wrench at this guy's video. I laugh at people like that. And I keep saying it. You guys just give me content to talk about. Because I like to point out, because there's people here that have channels. There's people on my live stream that actually have channels. And I like to pass that along to them. Because then they're going to deal with that one day. And I hope they handle it the way I handle it. Because when I started my channel, I had people that would put stuff. And I didn't delete their comment. I was trying to be respectable. Oh, that's your opinion. Oh, okay. And then sometimes they will post again some stupid thing. Then after a while, I say, you know what? Fuck you. This is my channel. You're a fucking idiot. You're gone. That's it. That's how I deal with it now. Because, it gets to a point where, you know what? Why do I care what your opinion means to me? So, you know what? Get off my channel. That's it. And then, so when you got a new guy starting a channel, the last thing he wants to do is deal with trolls. So I hope they learn from me. If there's anything in this channel you're gonna learn, is I hope you deal with trolls the way I deal with them. I call them out on it, and I laugh at them. We all laugh at them. Me, Keegan, and Bobby, and all, we laugh at them. That's what we do. We will laugh at them. We'll get the last laugh. We'll laugh at them. We'll sit and laugh at them. Yeah. All right, Robert Varner. Take care. Good night, and thank you for stopping by. 73. Yeah, and that's what we do. We laugh at them. That's all you can do. They I learned from other YouTubers. Like there's a big channel that I he's a funny guy. His name is Theo Joe. I know you guys heard of him, Theo Joe. He has like 1 million. I don't know how many. He's big. He's big now. But I remember his first earlier videos. There was one that he made about how to speed up your internet. I think he was just messing with people. So he had a picture of a coax cable and how to speed up your internet. And it was a prank. I think it was more of a prank video. And he got a lot of hate for that. Oh my God, he got a lot of hate. So then every so often he does hate mail. He just reads a lot of hate mail. And the hate mail that when he reads it and he plays music and all, it's so funny. That's what I need to do. I need to save all my hate mail and then do a video and just play the violin music and then just read all the hate mail. You stupid. Like sometimes the spelling is all messed up. There's a bunch of channels that does that. They like to read hate mail. Oh my God. It's the funniest thing. You stupid. Yeah, let me clip this over here. So that's funny. And he made that video on the hate mail. Oh my God. Oh, I think this is crossing this. That's what happened. Oh, wow. Oh, that's why my SW always going crazy. Get out of here. That cannot be it. Can that be it? Really? Let me see. I'll find out right now. I'll let it run for a couple of minutes. So he likes to read a lot of hate mail. And that's what I learned. I learned from those YouTubers. Yeah, I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel, but I can imagine same thing. Or reading mean tweets like on Jimmy Kimmel on ABC. Yeah, but and there's a couple of I know. There's another radio show that I listen to. I don't pick her up locally. I listen to her on streaming, and she has Hate Mail Friday. So in her radio show, she dedicates a few minutes to read the hate mail. So it's funny. It's funny reading the hate mail. Yeah, I need to go check my antenna. Something's going on outside. Because wow, that thing is really off the chart. Wow. Wow, what happened? That is weird. Yeah, I need to figure out what that is. Wow, that's weird. I need to go outside and check my antenna. That is weird. Let me turn it off for now. My SWR just went through the roof. And nothing here. I have to check my info when I go outside. I wonder what happened to it. I know it's a little windy out there. It wasn't that windy. I hope nobody messed with it and knocked it down. Oh my God. I'm thinking about that. Oh my God. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a walk outside. I'll be right back. I'm going to check something. I'll be right back. No, I'm not finished my life. All right. No, it's fine. Wow, that's weird. That is so weird. Because my God, because what happened? It glitches sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to yeah, it's weird. No, I thought my MFET went down. My SWR went through the roof. And then that's the thing about this radio. It's glitchy at times. I can't, it's hard to explain. But it has some quirks. The G90 does have a couple of quirks to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut this down first. I'm gonna shut everything down. I'm gonna shut down the computer. Doesn't matter, but I want to shut that down first. Of course, I'm gonna shut this down. Power supply. The radio's already shut off. Because sometimes FL rig it actually sometimes it'll send something to this to the radio. It's kind of complicated and it'll glitch the it's weird. This is weird. I fixed the issue a couple of times. I had different issues. I had one where I couldn't even when they were transmitting it was just 0 watts. And one time I had to reset the radio. Another I could do that now. I could reset it, but I don't want to reset it yet. I want to see if okay. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the radio. Yeah, it's weird. Let me boot that up. I got this mouse over here. Okay, so let me log in here. Okay, I'm gonna turn this on. And then I'm gonna hit this tune button. Actually, let me change the frequency. Let me put it to 28.75. I mean 28. Yeah, that is not supposed to sound like that. Wow. Yeah, please stand by with technical difficulties. But I noticed the emphasis kind of I think I think I know. I'm gonna have to go on the other side and see. And wow, I could reset it, but I don't want to reset it now. I'm not gonna do that now. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna turn it off for now. Let me turn it off. I'm not even gonna. I'll turn it off. Yeah, I'll you know. Otherwise, I could reset it, and then if I reset it, it'll fix it. But right now, I can. Right now, like what Jules talked about the other day on Saturday. Right now, it's not matching. It's not matching right now. And I need to know why. I need to know on the other end. Because part of the MFET on that side, if it stretches too much on the other side, it'll start touching the tree, the wire. I don't have it like that. I have it, but I didn't go all the way out there. I only looked at it over here. Because I went out there like this. I need to put my jacket and my shoes on and go all the way on the other side and pull it and see. It might have pulled it down too much. And right now, I think the whole thing is riding on I don't know. It's just weird. But I think it's the software on this end. There is a firmware update I could do on it already, but I don't want to do it yet because the firmware update, from what I read and saw on another channel, it messes with your medium wave settings, with your medium wave channels, station, excuse me. And I don't want to. I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to ruin my medium wave on the radio. So, because right now it's not letting me transmit on full power, 20 watts. It's only limiting me to 6 watts. But I can see the SWR is like 3 up there. It's way up there. It wasn't that. So it's not matching. Something's going on. And it just happened just now. Just, I'm telling you, man, all these things, man. All these things. As well as a learning process, man. All this stuff is learning process. It's not just turn on the radio and listen. This is a whole different thing now. So, but it's good because you learn from this. I had it before. It was worse. Before I couldn't even, and one of it was stupid. It was because of the FL rig is sent. That's the other thing I didn't check. I should have checked it real quick. I could check it right now. That's another thing I forgot to check. And I'm still learning all the functions on this thing. This thing is a lot. It has a lot of functions to it. Okay, that's fine. It says sometimes if you hold it for a while, the tune button has to do with the relay. It'll reset itself. That is funny. Yeah, right. That is funny. I'll put FL rig on. And then, see, FL rig is showing 20. I'm going to lower it down to. Let me lower it down to. Then the power. So right here it's reading. Okay, so I said 20 and 20. Okay. All right. So let me shut this down. Then you gotta shut this down first, then you shut this down. Otherwise, it'll cause this thing to hang. It's crazy. This thing. All right. And I'll figure it out. I don't want to do it now because I'm in this. I'll just be here for. Not much. Yeah, I watch sometimes. Not as much as I used to. If anything, interesting to me, I'll catch on the YouTube. Yeah, I'm telling you, some people. The T.O. Joe is funny, and you're always gonna. That's what I'm saying, Keegan. Like you have your channel, Jim has his channel. And I know Jim. I think you mentioned that one time that somebody posted something really dumb. You're always gonna have people like that. And I respond accordingly. I don't care. I was, like when I was a little boy, I was a shy kid, but I overcame that out of necessity. I had to. Otherwise, people are going to pick on you. And the same thing now is, and that's every way in life. The dislikes didn't bother me as much when they first had it, because I always got more I always got more likes than dislikes. I always get more. I always got more likes than even if I got double digits dislikes. Like I got some that I got some that I got about 150 likes. I got like 20 dislikes, and some of it was I know who they are, but I still got 150 likes or 200 likes, whatever that video is now. And now, of course, they got rid of it. Now it don't show the number anymore, so people could dislike the video, but it don't show the number now. So it took away that so-called annoying thing that, like with Jill, every time Jill's have a live stream, he's not even 2 minutes in, and he already got 1 or 2 dislikes on a live stream. And we used to be like, why would you want to come on a live stream just to dislike somebody, and then you have no life to do that, to take your oh, I can't wait till he comes on live so I could dislike him. Like, that's so petty and lame. But if it happens to him, I seen that happen. Oh, every time we go on the live stream, you seen the Keegan. He not even hello. The minute he comes on, he's hello. Right there, he already got 1 dislike, 2 dislike. I'm like, who are these people? Of course, they never chat on the stream. Because they're cowards. They just do it behind. Hiding as a watcher, and they'll dislike his. And I was like, that is so lame. And that happened to my videos. A few of my videos that happened to. Then I will mention my video, and then right away they will go to my channel, and they'll dislike my new video. Bing, 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 bing. They'll dislike it because I mentioned it on Joe. I said, "Oh yeah, Joe, I just posted this on my channel about this and this and this." And right away, as soon as I go back to my channel, I got dislikes. Bing, 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 bing. And it's from the same people. Some of them, I know who they are. Because like I said, a couple of them, I caught what state they're from, what province they're from in Canada, and so on. And they both, of course they're whatever. One is a ham operator. Actually, they're both ham operators. One is from Canada, one is from Florida. And it's sad. It's sad to see that. It's sad that I bring that out of people. Yeah, And his channel was when I started my channel, he had a few hundred people already. He was he had a good amount of videos already. And I was just doing the videos. I was only doing videos on this one. That's the only video I had. And he had posted a bunch of videos on different stuff. Of course, he travels and all that. And he posts stuff to this day. They take him, they act like he's like the know-it-all guy. He posts stuff like he thinks he knows it all about every antenna in the world. Like somebody posts something, he'll hear chiming in on every little thing. And I'm like, yeah, I was gonna post. I said more people will like you if you just wasn't so much of an asshole to everybody. And when he will come on the chat, people will say hello to him. He will say hello to a couple of people. Never say hello back to me. He'll be like, even though he knew about my channel, he never once posted a comment on my channel. Nothing. And he used to be on the chat every time with me. And that's when you know who they are. Sometimes you say hello to them and they don't say hello to you back, and right there, if you at least once in a while say, hi, okay, hi, But if I say hi to a person 3 or 4 times over the next over the couple of chats, and you don't acknowledge me, I already know you don't like me. That's how I gauge it. You know, you know. And there's a couple of them. They, everybody knows who they are. Oh my God, it's this guy. The funny guy. Yeah, he never acknowledges me. He just doesn't like me. Doesn't like me, and that's fine. But I like to talk about it because I like to. I want people to. I want like you, Keegan. You got 258 subscribers. You know what? Don't let people stop you. Don't let people stop you from growing. Don't let people stop you. And you said this like used to bother me, but not much anymore. Exactly. Because YouTube did the right thing. They took away that stupid number of dislikes. Because I can imagine how many people quit. Imagine how many people quit YouTube because of that. You know how many people we lost of content creators because of that stupid dislike button? Because it probably bothered some. It bothered a lot of people. It bothered me a little bit sometimes. But you know what I did too? I will go to their channel and dislike the shit out of it too. That's what I did a couple of times. Yeah, I admit it. I did. You know who you are. When you disliked my stuff, I went back to your channel and I went bing, 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 bing. I went to a whole bunch of your videos and I gave you double-digit dislikes. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I did that too. I got nasty with you too. Because I have a couple of accounts. I have this channel. I have my other channel. I switched to my other channel. Okay, for every dislike you give me, I'm going to give you 3 dislikes. So he would dislike my video. Okay, I will go to this channel, dislike you. Sometimes I will log into my other channel. I dislike the shit out of you again. I didn't care. And you know what happened? They stopped. I fixed his ass. And he stopped. He stopped doing that to my channel. And never again, he never posts. I look at my numbers. I see the Florida guy stopped going to my channel after I fixed them. There you go. Okay? That's how I fixed them. That's why I'm glad they got rid of that stupid dislike. Because I could play the same game with him. And I did. I say, oh, you're going to dislike my video? Then you, okay, I'm going to come and I'm going to go back. Dislike. And then I went log into dislike. Oh, let me go to my wife's account. I dislike them there too. And for a while, that worked. Of course, you can't do that no more because YouTube, what comes around goes around, exactly. But YouTube now, they have an algorithm. They can detect if it's from the same, same account, same IP address. So now you can't do that. You can't do that. It's hard. You can't do it. You can't do it. I have no reason to, but there was a point that you couldn't do it anymore. And that's what happened to him. I think he couldn't do that to me anymore and to other people. So now he can't go around. Of course, now they don't even show the number. So it's irrelevant now. But there was a point where, like you said, and I remember, and, same thing. The number would show, oh, I'm going to give him double-digit dislikes. We can't do that no more. Yeah, I never took a line down. Don't get me wrong, Key. I never took it. I just didn't say it. I didn't say anything until now. But that Florida guy would come, bing, bing, bing. I got like 3 or 4 videos in a row. Like the first, like my 3 recent videos or 4 of them will get a dislike on the same day. So he went there, bing, loaded this video, bing, loaded this video, bing, loaded this video, bing. And it would show up on my thing, on my studio, YouTube studio, whatever it was called back then. Because that's what we call it now, but it was different, whatever. And you see it. you got dislike on this. It shows all the videos you got dislike on the same day. And I was like, who the hell's disliking all my videos? And then when you start digging into it, and it tells you where it's from, the location. I was like, okay, because there's ways you can find out. And I was like, oh, it's from the same state. So there's one guy in Florida. Because what is the coincidence? 4 dislikes. You're gonna have 4 people from Florida at the same time. He's one guy. It's one guy. And then I started putting two together. Oh, it's this guy that doesn't like me, that he never say hi to me in the chat room. He doesn't say hi to me in the Facebook group. He doesn't. He's from Florida. Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. The guy that he had more subscribers than me at one time. But now he's on the other side and I'm over here. Oh, that guy that doesn't do a live stream. Oh, that guy. Now he's an extra ham operator guy. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to laugh at it. You laugh at it. That's why I don't get like big numbers, because I'm not going to suck up to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm not going to suck up to everybody. I ain't doing that, bro. I ain't doing that. But I got more than him. As of right now, at least 1,000 more than him right now. So he can take that, shove that in your pipe and smoke that. That's what happened. He was one of the biggest thumb down. It was that guy. He would go through my library. He went through my library. And there was a time where I think for a few months, any video I posted up, he was thumbing it down. Bam, bam. It was like, damn, yo. Like, my God. Yeah, he takes it personal. Like, he really didn't like me for and I never gave him a reason to. He just, yeah, I can imagine. I know, and I know. And if you have a new channel back then, I know that's discouraging. Cause I know people that quit over that stuff. There's people that quit. I'm glad you didn't do that, but there's people that quit. I know a few. I know there was a few people that quit over that nonsense. They quit YouTube. They say, I'm not doing video no more because people thumbing me down and and people were telling them, nah, don't let it get to you. Yeah, he's still going strong. Exactly, Keith. And that's good. Good for you, bro. Don't let those people. And there was a couple of people I knew they quit. I knew they quit because of that. They quit. They gave up. They say, I don't want to deal with this nonsense. And whatever. And the same thing with comments. People post I just high user on my channel. That's it. That means you will never comment on my channel. You will not be on my live stream. You could watch my videos, but that's all you can do. That's even a worse torture. You could watch me, but you can't say nothing to me. That's what I do now. Hide user, even if a stupid comment or spam comment, hide user from my channel. That's it. Bye-bye. That's it. You're no longer going to be on my channel. Period. That's it. That's how you deal with that. And I'm telling you, it's I know we lost a good YouTuber, a good amount of YouTubers because of all that. Because some people just got trolled out of out of YouTube. Let me shut this down. That is weird. I'm gonna figure it out. If not, I have to. I'll reset it. And reset. All you do is just press the function button and then hold the function button, press the power button, and reset, and that should fix it. I don't want to do that yet because I want to see if what causing that. And once you reset it, there's 3 settings that I have to fix real quick, and that's it. I'm up and running. But I don't want to do that yet. I like to know. I like to know what's causing it, so that way, um, I'll try not to repeat that. I notice that sometimes if I run FTA and I let it go too long, it'll go into what they call. It says th watchdog. Is a limit you can do you can do 6 minutes straight, and then it'll stop. And I think sometimes when it stops, it hangs, and that's causing issue with this. It happened to me when I had it hooked up over here, but now I know it's a software issue. And with this radio, the G90, there's two. You could do either the original. When you set up with FL Rig, you could do the G90, or you could set this up as an Icon 7300. The Icon 7300 settings on the FL Rig will work on the G90. I didn't know that. Because before the G90, I guess database, I guess it's not a driver. It's part of the software in the FL Rig. Before the G90 made it was official, they made you had to do Icon 7300 setting, and that's how you got it to work with the FL Rig. But now they have a G90 setting, so it's a software issue sometimes, and it causes a glitch. And like what Jill said the other day, and all these radios now you could reset it. So that's why it's good to experiment. All these radios you could reset. This one I just reset it the other day. A few days ago, I reset this radio because I was tinkering with so many settings, and I wanted just to talk, but I already set it up for so digital and all that. So I just reset it. I did a, you know, factory reset, and boom, it cleared everything up, and now I can talk. And that's the thing, experiment, have fun. You're not gonna break the radio, just reset it. That's it. Sometimes sometimes you have to reset the radio, reset it. Let me just get a drink. You may have to try that, Keegan. You having intermittent display issue? You may have to factory reset. Yeah, that could be it too. I know one particular radio. I forgot which one it was. It kept going into sleep mode. Like I would have it on for 30 minutes, and it would shut off. Like just I have it on for 30, and I'm like, why is it doing this? Why I kept doing? And I couldn't figure. So finally, I had to reset it, and then I guess I inadvertently because I didn't know all the controls on the radio. That's the D8, the SH there, the D808. It was a point where sometimes I guess I inadvertently, of course, this is when I was drinking beer. I inadvertently hit the button and it put it into sleep. It put it into like a sleep mode. So it was on for another 30 minutes and then it would shut off completely. And I'm like, why is it doing this? And I turned on the radio. 30 minutes later, it would shut off again. So I had to reset the radio. And then I looked it up on not to have that on. So I had to look at, because they had a convoluted way of doing it. So I went to resetting it. And they got rid of it. But then I realized that I was probably, when I was pressing this button by accident, it was actually putting it into sleep mode. And so, yeah, so sometimes you have to reset a radio. Especially a radio like this one, the G90 is SDR. And it's and I'm going to say, even though it's already a couple of years since it's been out, it still has quirks. There's quirks in it. and there's updates for it. There's firmware updates for it. I'm behind one update on this, but I don't want to put the latest firmware update because I heard there's issues with that. And that's another thing I don't like doing. I don't like to firmware update as soon as they come out. I like to wait. Same with SDR Uno. There's been a few firmware updates, but I notice sometimes when you go with the latest, it kind of messes things up sometimes. So I learned that because of computer stuff over the years. Don't update right away. If the radio, if it's working for you, wait before people start saying, okay, this update is messing up my stuff. I usually wait a while before I update the firmware. Because the firmware, when you're flashing something, if anything goes wrong, you're going to brick it. That's it. You're going to lose it. I know this radio too has firmware updates. The MLA hit. Like this radio has firmware updates. I haven't done any. Of course, I don't use this radio much. I'm just gonna keep it for now. But I heard the new firmware updates fixed a whole bunch of things, so I may do that. But again, if the firmware update just came out, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little while before all the bugs are fixed, and then I'll update it. Otherwise, I don't want to run the risk of bricking this radio. This radio cost me over $200. And I don't want to send a firmware update and it hangs and now I have a paperweight. So sometimes it's better to wait before you update firmware on something. And that's what I'm doing with it. I'm going to wait till they fix that medium wave broadcast issue because I want to hear medium wave on this radio too. If it's a transceiver, yeah, but I want my medium wave to work too because it's working now. Why I want to ruin that for the sake of fixing some other stuff? No. So I'm not going to update my G90. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm not going to update it. So they need to fix that medium wave broadcast band issue before I commit to that. And the firmware update for this is very convoluted. It's like a hyper terminal software you have to use. It's very. I was looking at it and I was like, okay, this is very. I don't know if I want to do this. It's not a simple plug in So I don't know. I don't want to firmware update this and then run the risk of bricking it completely. No. I'm not going to do that. Because not every solution is firmware update. No, sometimes it's just the radio is a piece of what. And it has to go back to the thing. Oops, sorry. Sometimes the radio is a piece of what, and it's not worth it to send it back. So I'm still learning this radio. That's why I want to do a full review on this radio. There's a lot of reviews out there on this radio. And I don't want to give my take on it yet because I'm still learning this radio. There's a lot to learn on this radio. And I don't expect this radio to be a top. Remember, it's a Chinese radio. It's not a Japanese, overpriced. But it is better quality, I'm going to say. So this radio can last you, a radio like this can last for 20 years. This radio, we don't know. It could last me maybe 3 or 4 years and that's it. Or 5 years. Or it may surprise me and last me 10, 20 years. Nobody knows yet because these radios, remember, these are Chinese radios. Some people don't like all Chinese. And there's some good Chinese radios out there. The Texan radios are Chinese radio. There's radios that are, Chinese and whatever. And yeah, I know the warranty exactly. By that time, your warranty is gone. So Yeah, Keegan. I should try resetting the Eton Elite Executive with the intermittent display issue. Mine had intermittent display problem after the warranty expired, so it's too late to send it back. Yeah, it happens. And that exactly, Jim. Almost all radios are Chinese anyway. So, you know, because originally when the G90 came out, I liked it. I liked the way it looked. I didn't pull the trigger on it because it was still a new radio, and I didn't know enough about it. I thought it was gonna be a piece of junk. But then a lot of people started buying the radio, and it started a lot of people you reviewed it, and people liked the radio, and it had a following on it. So I said, you know what? Finally, I told my wife, I said, that's the radio I'm gonna look into too. And Jules eventually wants to get that radio. He wants to buy that radio. So no, you're right, Jim. A lot of radios are almost all radios are Chinese. That's true. And it could be anything that go back. I got a Vizio TV here. It's still going as my second screen. The TV tuner is gone. It went dead right after the warranty. I had a 3-year warranty on this TV. When I first bought this TV, it was back in 2007. That TV used to cost $800. That TV right here, this old Vizio, was $800 back in 2007. And I still use it today. But the TV tuner went out on the 3rd year of this radio. As soon as my 3-year warranty expired, right after that, my TV tuner stopped working. The internal TV tuner went dead. So I had to use an external, TV tuner after that. But everything else on this TV works fine. It's stand the test of time. And it's a Vizio. At that time, Vizio was like the new name for television, you know? And now Vizios are pretty good. A lot of people like Vizios, a lot of Vizios. But back then, that was like the like the new brand, Vizio. And there was another brand that was new. People were telling me, why you bought a Vizio? Why you didn't want to buy I forgot what brand. Like, why you didn't want to buy Sharp? Why you didn't want to buy this brand? Why you bought a Vizio? I said, because it was the cheaper out of the ones at that time. That's why I bought it. But it still works. Well, after all these years, it still works. So what are we talking about now? 2007, 2017, that's 10 years. And now so 15 years plus. 15 years plus. Yeah. Back in the let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Keegan. Yeah, all radios now, everything now is almost Chinese. Even some of the parts, even some of these parts from this radio, I'm pretty sure a lot of it is, back in the 70s, I think most radios were made in Japan. Yeah, exactly. In the 70s, it was it was Japan. A lot of it was made in Japan. Keegan, my dad had a 50-inch Vizio Smart TV since December 2020, still working. Yeah. Occasionally, it will cut to a loading screen, probably to search for firmware updates over the internet. Okay. Jim's radio check. Jim's radio check. I got a Vizio I have for almost 10 years. Okay. Keegan the extra at the 50-inch Vizio replaced the 31.5-inch Sanyo HD TV he got in June 2009. can't friends don't brand shame each other. No, I'm telling you, sometimes you can have a brand that I mean, I have a Hisense TV in the other room. It's a 55-inch Roku TV. Knock on wood, it's going on to 4 years now. It works fine, and it's a brand Hisense. That's Chinese brand, and that really cost me $300. I mean, that TV. Yeah, it was on sale for $298 on eBay, and I bought it. I pulled the trigger on it. I gambled on it. I said $298. So I bought it. I gambled on it, and it's still working. Still working. I have an LG upstairs. My 55-inch upstairs is LG. I have an LG upstairs, 55-inch. A friend of my dad has, and I have the LG TV. Yeah. So the one I have upstairs is 55-inch. Is it 55? No, I think it's 50. It could be 55. I think it might be 50, if I remember. Anyway, this one is 55. The one in the next room is 55. And they both work fine. And this is a 37. This is a 37. The Vizio is a 37. And like I said, other than the tuner, it works fine. It's it's a bit heavy. It's heavy now because it's old. It's thick. Yeah. I didn't mean to go off on that earlier, but I was gonna talk about that last time, and I kept putting it off, and then I don't know what happened. I guess that Sea Sparrow guy reminded me of him, and it just came out. So I'm sorry. I apologize, people, but I don't take threats kindly. I don't like people. You know, I don't like people threatening. Like you want to threaten me, just I said, you know what? Anyway, just petty stuff. Come on, bro. Not sure what size it is. Keegan the Extra. The older Sanjo HD TV was, and I had an older TV that my wife's brother-in-law had given to her. I had the older one. I had a big. It was what brand was it? What brand was it? I forgot what brand was it. It was 50-inch, but it's the old one. It's like the rear projection. Oh my God, what brand was it? I forgot. I think it was Sharp. It could have been Sharp. And that one had it was a big TV. It was heavy. And my brother Eric and I was trying to carry it from up. No, we had it in the basement. We was taking it back upstairs, and he freaking dropped it on his end, and the screen got destroyed. It was a big TV. I used to play. I had my DVD player hooked up to that, and it had what it was component. It had a lot of inputs. That one, that's a retro gaming dream for a screen. Retro gaming. That one had a lot of inputs. Even had DVI. It had DVI inputs. DVI inputs. It didn't have HDMI. It had DVI inputs. My brother, when he dropped that TV, and my wife told me all the time, you know, he did it on purpose, right? And I was like, yeah, I know he did it on purpose. But he did it again with my washing machine. He was trying to help me carry it into the basement, and he dropped it. And it went down the steps right, and it got damaged, but I fixed it. The panel, because it's one of those washing machine with the digital stuff. So is you could take that out, and there's it's like computer it's like a computer board. You take it out, and it has these connectors. So you put the new one in. The same part, I found it on eBay for like $30. I put it in brand new washing machine again. So I fixed it. And but he on purpose. He I know he dropped it. And he's you know. Yeah. He's a hater. My brother, that's the one that lives in the Bronx now. He moved out of here. The hater. So that TV, I wish I had that TV right now. That's a retro gamer's dream. It was a 50-inch TV, rear projection. It had HD, 720p. It had 720p. It had 1080, actually. It had up to 1080. Yeah. King in the extra. Sanjo was originally replaced by a sharp 25-inch tube TV from 2000. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me read up. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Sanjo was moved to another room. I used it most recently for a plug-and-play TV game. Okay. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Okay. And I gave that away soon after. Okay. Glenn Dansler, coax imbalance just arrived. He came yesterday, but a bull was in the lane. And Amazon, oh my God, are you kidding me? A bull was in the lane, and the Amazon driver took off running. I guess he wasn't raised on a farm. Okay. Oh my God. Excuse us. Oh. Yeah. That's funny. So 2 minutes and 2 minutes. 2 hours and 57 minutes. And 9 people watching. Yeah, 10 thumbs up. So today I did a marathon. Well, I took a break. So I did 3 hours. I think 3. Let me check my channel. I'll tell you right now. I need to look at my channel over here, and I can tell you right now. What was it? Live. So I did 3 hours and 14 minutes earlier. And I'm about to hit 3 hours now. So I did a total of 6 hours today. So today I punched in my clock. Yeah, what's up, Sanjay? You okay? Yeah, so I did 6 hours today. 6 hours total. After a 1 hour break or something. Yeah. So it's not a record, but if I combine it, it's gonna be like 6 hours. Sanjay, you need anything? Okay. So yeah. Oh my God. So he ran. That's funny. I'm putting the mental image in my head. Well, that happened here a few years ago with a dog. With 2 dogs, actually. But of course, they don't live here no more. Thank God they moved out. They got evicted anyway. The guy used to let his dogs run around loose. And they were pit bulls. And I know I'm going to say, people demonize pit bulls. No. I'm not demonizing the dog. It's the owner. The owner's an idiot. You should put them on a leash. You shouldn't let them run around whatever. I'm sorry. You know what? Be responsible. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Especially that time, my son was a little child. I'm sorry. I'm not stereotyping, whatever. I don't care if you like it or not. I don't care. But be responsible. Keep them on a leash. They shouldn't be running around like all over the street. So the Amazon worker came off the truck to deliver me a package. They chased her. She ran in the house. She ran in my house. As soon as I opened the door, she ran. She was terrified. And the dogs were barking because they went out. They tried to go after me. I came out of my house. I was doing something and they both came up to me like, and I told the guy, you need to tell those dogs to back off. Don't back off because I don't have a weapon. But if I go to the garage, I'm gonna find something, and if that dog gets near me, it's gonna be the end of that dog. I don't care. You need to control the dogs. That's it. And I had a machete. I had a machete in there, nice and sharp. And I had a machete. It was sitting right there. I have a machete right there in the garage. I will take that machete, and he gets close to me, I'm gonna turn samurai on that motherfucker. I'm sorry. I told him like that. I said, you need to put him on a leash and back away from me. And we had it out. When the Amazon worker, we had it out. I called the police. And then they went up to him and they told him, and he told me, if this happens again, call the police. I said, yeah, I said. And that's when we had bad blood with them. Because he would let the pit bulls run around like crazy. Going after people. He went after people. He went after the postal worker across the street. Is a female. And she was terrified. She was crying. They chased her in the alley across the street. And it was building up. I was pissed. When that happened, I was pissed off. But then it happened to me. Well, it didn't happen to me because then the dog tried to come into me one day and I was in the garage. I even told the dog, I was talking to the dog. I said, you need to back up. Back up. And the dog looked at me because I didn't show no fear. Because I was already backing up to my machete. You need to back. If that dog would have lunged at me, I was going to grab the machete and all bets were off. I was going to carve him up. I was going to carve that fucker up. I'm sorry. I don't care if I don't get no, oh, well, you're cruel. No. You attack me, I'm going to carve you up. That's it. All bets are off. And if I had a weapon, that's it. It's over. You need to put him on a leash. But he is a young guy. He don't know. He's stupid. They try to flex with their fucking dogs. So they're running around like crazy. So when that one went after the Amazon worker, she ran in my house. He was terrified. And then closed the door. And I went off on them. I went back outside and I said, motherfucker, where your fucking dogs? Then his brother is telling him, he's telling the guy to sick the dogs after me. He's telling them to do all this nonsense. I called the police. I called the police. I said, you know what? I'm going to call the police. I'm going to make a report on all this because this is going to happen again. And I want this on record. And then for a while, he had them on a leash. He started, because I went off, because you know what happened? A lot of these people is that you don't call, when you call it out on them, that's when they stop. If you don't call it out on them, they won't stop. Because it happened to the guy down the block too. Same thing. He had a pit bull. He would let him run around loose all the time. One time I was in my garage. I turn around. He's right there inside my garage. I was like, oh, I froze. And that dog went after a few people. He was in my garage. Inside my garage, I was doing something. I turn around. He's right there. I went off on the owner. I went down the block. I said, listen, mother, whatever. Put your fucking dog on a leash. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck. Next time I'm gonna call the police. Fuck you. Fuck your crew in this garage. I will make your life. I went off on them. I fucking went off. I don't care. I don't care, bro. I went off. He was arguing with me. Oh, who the hell you think? I said, okay. I said, if something happened, you want to talk to the police? I call the police. I was gonna call the police. Then he apologized. Then he tried to die. Oh, I'm sorry. Because another thing, when they let them run around loose like that, they let them poop all over the place. Then usually those type of owners are not responsible. They don't clean up after their dog. They let the dog do whatever they want. I'm all for having a pet and all that. I get all that. Their family. I get all that nonsense. I get all that shit. Be responsible. Be responsible. Clean up after your dog when you're walking him around there. And don't let him run around loose like whatever. You know what? There's kids. There's guys with somebody got their dog attacked. It was a smaller dog. He was walking the dog, and that dog they try to attack that dog. Because this guy's a knucklehead. Knuckleheaded people. I had my machete right there. I had a machete this big, bro. I got a machete this big. I got that from the homeland. This is from Puerto Rico. This is a machete. This thing can cut down trees. I would have brought that machete, it was over. He would have come at me. All bets are off. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. You send that dog after me? I said, I don't care. It's like a bull. It's going to be a bullfight. Whammo. One in there, one in your throat, two in your throat, and you're over. That's it. And then I'm going to decapitate you. That's it. I'm going to decapitate the whatever he is. I'm sorry. I don't care. I keep it real here. And I know a lot of people deal with knuckleheads like that. But they don't know how to deal with them. I know how to deal with them. I let them know. I said, listen, you're not going to let that dog run around loose in my neighborhood. I don't care. If I see it again, I'm going to call the police. I don't care. They look at me like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Well, I live here. That's who I think I am. I got to walk my son to school. I got to pick up my son from school. I'm not going to take a chance walking him down to school. And your freaking dog's going to one day try to maul my kid or go after me or something. I'm going to put a stop to that before that happens. A lot of times those things happen because people don't speak up. People don't speak up. They see people running around with their dog and then call them out on it. I call people out on it all the time. I don't care if he's this small. Excuse me. You need to put your dog on a leash. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because I know you're the same person that don't clean up after your dog. Okay? That's how I know. Because I caught a few like that. They let their little Fifi, or whatever the fuck the name is, run around, a little fur ball run around. Then they come in front of my house, they poop, whatever. Then she's across the street talking to her friend. And then she's about to leave. And I come out, I say, listen, your little family member left a present for me. You need to pick this up. Like right now, you need to pick it up. And of course, a couple of times they were like, I'm not gonna pick. Okay, well, you know what? Next time I better not see you around here. That's it. That's it. And I'll get them in other ways. I got a couple of them. I get them in one way or another. Like they leave their car parked. There was one. I'm gonna tell you. I don't care. You want to hear right now? You want to hear something funny? You want to hear a funny one? I'm gonna tell you a funny one right now. There was one that she did that. She was like, well, I'm not going to clean it. I said, well, it's your dog. You're not going to clean it? Well, you're not going to make. I said, I'm not going to make you. Okay. They went inside. My wife is looking at me like, what are you going to do? I said, don't worry. I'm going to. So I was chilling. I was in my boiler. I was listening to my radio. It was about 3 a.m. I had nothing better to do. I scooped it up with a piece of cardboard. I went to her car and I threw it right on the fucking windshield. That's what I did with it. And they knew it was me. But what they're gonna do? They can't do nothing. I had them on camera when the dog did it. And you know what they're gonna do? File a complaint. She never did. The next day, I go outside. I see somebody clean the windshield. I see a little stain still. I didn't admit that it was me. I'm admitting to you guys that it was me. You know, they've been gone. They moved out a long time ago. That's what I did. That's how I handle it. I got ghetto. I get ghetto too if I have to. I had a piece of cardboard. I shoveled it off the sidewalk. I said, no. And my wife was like, no, I'm going to close it down. No, I said, no, leave it there. Let it sit there. I'll take care of it later, honey. I picked that sucker up. I walked across the street, and my neighbor had a camera over here. I don't care because he's not going to snitch on me. The other neighbor, I don't care either. I went, here you go. Here you go. Right back to you, mommy. Here you go, honey. Right back at you. Enjoy it on your car. When you get up in the morning to go to work, you know who it's from. But what are you going to do about it? Like what she just told me earlier. What are you going to do about it? Oh, I know what I'm going to do about it. I'll take care of it later. You ever heard of The Godfather when the scene about the horse? When the director told him, your son is never going to amount to nothing in this town. That director told off Vito Corleone. Actually, yeah, it was his. What he did, he woke up, the guy woke up with his prize horse head on the bed. It was something like that. Ah! Ah! That's what happened to her. She told me, well, you're not going to do, what are you going to do about it? I said, okay, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? Okay, you want to play that? You want to pull that card on me? What am I going to do about it? I'm not going to call the police for that. I was hoping she would say, you know what? I was hoping she would say, you know what? I messed up. I'll clean it up. I'm sorry. She just said, no. I said, you know, you let the dog run around and he poops over and you don't pick it up. Yeah, what you gonna? I said, okay, what am I gonna do? I know that's your car. That's he always parked across the street. That piece of junk that's across the street. Well, guess what? I'm gonna redecorate it. I'm gonna redecorate it with the dog shit. And that's what I did. I took it, scooped it up, 3 a.m. My wife is looking through the window. She's peeping and she's giggling her ass off. And I told her, honey, I'm going to redecorate that car. I'm going to, I should have took a glove. I should have took a rubber glove and smeared it all over. That would have been even better. But I said, no, I'll just throw it on top of the freaking windshield. And it stuck it in. And it rolled down the window. So I know when she saw it in the morning, she said, oh my God, he actually did this? How petty of him. She never confronted me because I would have cursed the shit out of her. Because once she showed me the disrespect that she gave me, I want nothing to do with that. So now it's all bets are off. I don't care. I'm a nice neighbor, but don't piss me off. That's what I told them. And I remind them all the time about it. I tell them all the time. We're neighbors, but you know what? You all are, I tell them, you're all a bunch of shitty neighbors to me. There's no community watch around here. Not with them. Okay, so that's how I deal with them. Sanjay, close the door, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's how I deal with them. Sorry, that's how I deal with them. There's 2 types of people. It's people you could talk to and work it out. There's people that you can't work it out with. You try to talk to them and you can't work it out with them. That's it. They were raised by I don't know who. They have no class. They have no courtesy. And, she was wrong. She let the dog run around loose. She's talking to one of her boyfriends because she's like 3 different guys go to see her all the time. One guy leaves, the other guy comes. She's in the car with that guy. Whatever. And that's her business. I don't care about that. That's her business. But she lets the dog run around loose, do whatever the hell they want. And my wife told her a couple of times, like the dog was going to poop right here. And my wife opened the window, looked out the window, and said, are you really going to try it right here? and she played it off like, and she walked. But that's how she let them. She let her run around loose. And I was down here on the computer, and I have the security camera right here, and I saw the security camera when the dog dropped it. It was right in front of my alley, right there. The alley gate opens is right there. And it was a small dog, but that dog could shit like a bull. And that's what happened. It was dropped a big ass turd right there. And I said, "Oh, really?" So then I opened the window and I'm looking at her. She's talking to the guy. Finally, I go outside. I say, "Listen, I told you about it. What are you gonna do about it?" I said, "Oh, you want to?" And the boyfriend was already gone. He didn't want to hear. He left. He left her all alone. He left her all alone. Yeah, I'm still alive. He left her all alone. And that's why her reaction was, "What are you going to do about it?" I said, "What am I going to do about it?" "Okay. You want to play that card with me?" "Okay." I said, "All right, we'll see." And then a few hours later, scooped it up, bloop, right in her window. That's it. Go ahead. And how you enjoy it. Enjoy that part of it. There you go. Daniel Mark LeBlanc. Yeah. No, I left earlier and I came back at 3:45. So this is the second stream of the day. So I'm about to wrap it up anyway, another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I ate some turkey wraps. Because the first stream, I cut it. I went to pick up my son. My son ate turkey wrap. I ate turkey wrap. And then I did a second stream. So this is a second stream. So, but I'm about to wrap it up soon. It's 7:00. I'm about to wrap it up in another 20 minutes. Yeah, because tomorrow is going to be Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday, I have that interview. And then I'll see if I do one on Thursday. My next stream will probably be Thursday. And then, of course, I'm trying to remember when my son starts vacation. So I think next week, I don't know I forgot. I think it's after next week we go to Indiana. So it's not after this week, it's next week. After next week, then I'm off to Indiana for about, I'm going to say 8 days, 9 days. And then, of course, depending on what happens Thursday, because even if say they hire me, they still got to go through a process. I got to get a background check, which I'm fine. Of course, they do drug testing, which I have to do that. So there's a scheduled date for that. I already know the whole thing with that. But plus, the company is, because this is going to be contract work. So the company that I'm going to deal with, they have to do all the paperwork with me. That takes time. So it's not like if I get hired Thursday, I start Monday. No, it's not like that. If I get hired on Thursday, it's going to be at least 2 or 3 weeks down the line before I actually start. If I get that job. So I don't know yet. And of course, there's other ones that I applied for, but I put some on hold for now because I still want to go to Indiana. After I come back, then if I'm not dealing with this company, I'm still gonna be sending out others. But let's see. We'll see. So basically, this week and next week will probably be my last active week. And then we'll see what happens. After that, I don't know what's gonna happen. I may just do whatever. Well, this one is daytime. So if I get hired by them, I'm not doing all this. I'm done. You'll probably see me on the weekend and that's it. Most likely. So that's why I'm saying enjoy it while you can. Because then it'll be few and far between. If it's with them, and sometimes they want me to come on Saturdays. because I know that was before. That's what they wanted too. That was another thing they wanted. Is at least one Saturday a month they want me to come in for extra whatever. And so if I get hired with them, uh, by the time I get home, I'm gonna be exhausted. And even if I do a live stream, it's not gonna be what I'm doing now. No way, it won't be that. So the only window of opportunity is gonna be the weekends. And I don't know if I want to spend my whole weekend doing live streams if I'm, you know, I don't know. But it definitely is not going to be like this. It definitely won't. Because that'll take up too much of my time. And it just, it won't. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy it while you get it. Enjoy all the entertainment. Because, I don't know if it might not be entertaining to some, it may be entertaining to others. I don't know. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that later on. Now, of course, we'll see. We'll see what happens because a lot of it's contingent on the interview. Whether the interview goes well or not. What is it they want me to do with them? Of course, compensation. I already made up my mind that I want more money than what I got before. I'm not gonna settle for the amount that I had 3 years ago. It's gonna be a bump up. If they're not gonna willing to pay that, then I don't want the job. Then you're not, So, especially in that atmosphere. I want a little more than what I'm getting last time. Trust me, I turned down a job over a year ago that I was going to make. I would have made 60,000 a year, and I turned it down because I wanted to stay home with my son. And my son at that time, he's 8 now, but at that time he was 6 and a half. He just turned 6 and a half. It was about a year. It was about almost 2 years now. Actually, he was 6, and that means if I would have took that job, I was not going to be home. I was going to be gone all day during the day. He probably would have been either he would have been in daycare, or my brother, and I didn't want to do that. I don't want my son to be in daycare. It's a big deal for me. I don't want my son to be raised in daycare. I don't have nothing against daycare, but and we're in a position where I still don't have to do that. I want to be, if my wife is not home, if my wife is home, then I could be working. If I'm not home, then my wife is. You know what I mean? I don't want. I didn't. Our goal was to never put him in daycare. We don't want to do that. We're adamant about that. So, Daniel Mark Laban, what kind of work do you do? Well, this is for railcar technician. This is electrical, mechanical. It involves a lot of things. It's a railcar technician. It's most likely to do modifications, but it could also be assembly. These are for the new subway cars. Kawasaki railcar makes subway cars. They also make commuter trains. They make trains, transit trains. So I worked with them before on the subway cars. Different types. I assembled a few different types of subway cars and also commuter trains. They're all electrical mechanical trains. 600 volts. They run at 650 volts DC. The subway cars you see in every major city and things like that. So these and they have a few contracts. They have one for New Jersey. Yeah, railroads. Rail cars. Yeah, railroad. So of course, that's why I love the job, because I love trains. I love working on trains. I love everything about trains since I was a little boy. I always wanted to. And of course, I got model train collection. I have well, not a collection, but I have a bunch of model trains in boxes that I want to put it, run around one day. I love trains. So the fact to work on a train is pretty cool. So these are, like one of them is for the path. That's a subway system in New Jersey. It's called Port Authority Trans Hudson. So they have a new subway car for that, for the path. So I think that's one of the cars they probably want me to work on. Or the one that I was working on last time was the M9 commuter train. And that one is for the Long Island Railroad. That's another car. I'm probably gonna continue working on that one. Or they have another new subway car, and that's for the New York City Transit, the MTA. And that is for the R211. It's a new subway car they're rolling out in New York City. So I first started working on rail cars back in 2001 with a company called Bombardier. I was on the contract with them. That's how I got into the rail car business. I was a computer guy, but I could read basic schematic, and I could do some basic wiring, and also those cars are computerized. There's a lot of troubleshooting you do on the screen. It's a touch screen and things like that, and a lot of components are like computer parts, and you assemble them, and that's how I got into it. So once I got experience with this one, and of course you have to do something. You have to be able to climb up on a train. You have to be able to lift at least 40, 50 pounds. You have to push at least 200 pounds. So I'm still physically, I can still work, I think, on some of that. A lot of it is, mechanical stuff, like basic wiring, a lot of crimping, a lot of installing this jumper wire here, little things. You have to learn, you do have to be schematics. You have to, of course, some of it also is radio. Like that, I did a modification years ago on the radio. On a radio, it was a radio mod. Of course, back then I didn't know about radio what I know now. So I'm actually gonna do that too. I'm gonna mention about the radio stuff too. So I could troubleshoot that because they do have a radio in the cabin. It's a VHF radio, VHF UHF type radio. I forgot. I know what frequency they depending on what. I forgot what frequency. I know over here is VHF, MTA, New York City Transit. I heard them on VHF. I picked them up a few times, and they talked to what they call the control tower or whatever. It's not a dispatcher, it's something else. Also, the dispatcher, I can hear them on the scanner. So it's also I can also mention that. So yeah. So the railroad, Danny Markland, the railroad. My hometown was a railroad town back when I was a kid. Cool. Yeah, I love trains. And of course, when I was in the Air Force, I worked on planes. I worked on jet engines. So I love aviation too. But I fell into the rail car business by chance. That test that I took back in 2001, the guy told me, they said, we're going to give you a basic electrical test, a schematic. And if you pass this test, then you get the job. So I studied like hell. I had a radio, the basic electronic for dummies. I was reading that. So I learned all the basic schematics. So when I took that test, I aced it. And then I got the offer for the job for working with Bombardier on a new subway car they were rolling out. back in 2001. And I got that job because I aced it was a test. And when I took the test, it was in a diner in Queens. I went to this diner in Queens, and there was a waitress, and she said, "No, you asked this woman that you're here to take the test." So when I went in, it was a diner. I said, "Why am I in this diner?" So the woman looked at me and I said, "Are you Danny?" I said, "Yeah, I'm Danny. I'm here for it." They said, "Oh, yeah, he told me to give you the test." So you can sit over there at that table. It was a waitress, and she brought me the test, and I took the test. And said, "Okay, well, we'll get back in. You get back in touch with you. Thank you." And then but before I came home on the subway, he called me and he said, "Yeah, you aced the test. Um, you're gonna get the, you're gonna get, yeah, they're gonna give you an interview, and I'm gonna set it up for this." And I said, "Okay." But it was funny. I took it at a diner. I took the test. Everybody's eating around me, bacon and eggs or whatever in the morning. I'm here taking a written test to get this job. It's a funny story, and I got the job. People would have been like, "Why are they making me take this thing at a diner? What the hell?" I said, "Okay." I took the test, and she was like, "Would you like coffee?" I was like, "No, I'll just take the test. Thank you." And I took the test, and then it was a diner, some diner in Queens. It was a nice neighborhood. It was in Queens. I'm trying to remember what. It was in Jamaica, Queens, I think. And yeah, it was a diner. It's so funny. Yeah, all these stories, man. All these crazy stories. Daniel Mark LeBlanc. I used to have a huge HO train set in my basement a few years ago. I sold it when I moved to the country. Yeah, man. I know you probably regret it. I wish I had more space to. I want to put a big. I want to set up a table and have a couple of tracks, and then I have some buildings I want to build around it. I want to do a whole thing on that. My rail fan channel. I want to put that in that channel too. I want to show the model trains that I have. Because I started buying that recently. Because my son loves trains. So I wanted to do it, I want to involve him in that. It's a great hobby. It's like radio. It's one of the greatest hobbies is model trains. Could be expensive, but it's a great hobby. It's a nice hobby. Ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted model trains and all that. I couldn't afford it. My mother couldn't afford it. Yeah, I hear train horns from here, the Metro North. Even though it's about a mile away, I can hear it at night. I can hear it more. I can hear the honk when they go by. I can hear it. And sometimes I can hear the CSX, the freight cars. I can hear it from here. Excuse me. I can hear it here, about a mile away. The track it goes through the Hudson. And I can hear it. I can hear the trains. So Keegan, yes, I had a train set under the Christmas tree in 2004 and again. And I have a Christmas train set, like the battery types. I have a few. I have about 3 or 4 sets. And we put it under the tree. I didn't do it this year, but maybe next year I'll put it around the tree. Hello, Paul. AA1SU checking in from Vermont. Yeah. And thank you, Mark. Good luck on the job. I know you do a great job. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel Mark LeBlanc. My best friend is a conductor for Via Rails here in Canada. He has been at it for 40 years and still loves it. I don't think he will ever retire. He loves it. 40 years in the business. 40 years as a wow. That's definitely because Via is the equivalent to Amtrak. In the United States, we have Amtrak. So over there is Via. That's what it is. So if you want to go coast to coast over there in Canada, you travel by Via Rail. Over here is Amtrak. We have Amtrak. So Yes, I flew on a plane for the first time in 2016. Oh, cool. XNA to O'Hare and back. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool when you get, because I love the window seat. I always try to get the window seat. I like to see when they take off. I like to see the clouds. I like to see how, when we go up. And same thing when we're landing. I also like to look above in the window seat. I like to see, and it's darker up there. So I'm like, yeah, up there is somewhere up there is space. And I'm like a kid when I get on the plane. I always want to sit down. I always want to sit in the window seat. It's cool. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of us that into radio, we have other stuff that kind of like rail, like model trains, planes, you know. Yeah, it's cool to see the view from when you're flying. Yeah. Kent of Kent, I hear the train horns, excuse me, every night here because they are across from the valley from here from me. Okay. It is a good sound. Yeah. Paul, I have a single railroad track across the road from me in Mount Vernon. My dad lived across from the tracks as well. Oh, cool. There was a house in Florida we was looking at. There was a Florida when we looked. There was one house that I liked in particular. Right outside the property, there's a couple of railroad tracks right there, and those are probably freight. They're not, commuter train or what. So, if we would have bought that property, I would have been doing rail fan videos every week because I would have been right in front of my house nearby, and the train would have been rolling by, and I would have been waving at them with the camera. They would have got to know me. I would have done so many videos, they would have got to know me already. Oh, that's that guy that lives in the house. Boop, boop. But of course, we didn't buy the property. It was a nice little property. It had about an acre and a half of land, and a railroad track was right next to the house. Well, right next to the property. Right outside the property, the railroad tracks were there. And that would have been, for me, it would have been a dream as a rail fan. That railroad right there. Right near, walk out the house, walk down like a few hundred feet, 300 or 400 feet, and the train track is right there. So whatever Florida, whatever not commuter train, they were probably freight trains. So it would have been CSX or Norfolk Southern, whatever. I don't know why. It would have been rolling there with the rolling stock. I would have had the tripod with the camera doing videos. Oh my God. It would have been a dream. It would have been cool. Yeah. King this, my dad drove from the airport in Chicago to Green Bay for my grandma's funeral service in March 2016. She lived to be 99. Wow. Yeah. All right, folks. I'm gonna wrap it up. 3 hours and 38 minutes now. I did 3 hours earlier. So a total, you want to add it up, it's like almost 7 hours. So I'm gonna wrap it up. VT Radio. Do you know Claremont Place in Mount Vernon? No, I'm not familiar with Mount Vernon too much. Like the streets, I'm not familiar with it too much. So, King Indias, I seen trains crossing. I say Arkansas and Missouri and Fayetteville, Arkansas. Oh, cool. Yeah, those are very local railroads. All right, so I'm gonna sign off now, and I'm exhausted. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna heat up some food for my son. My wife should be home soon. So I'll see you hopefully Thursday. And by then I'll let you know what happened with that interview. So good night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.